Look, it's entirely up to you, but I'm sure you want me to continue.
I told you what happened. She's bluffing. She's an ice woman. I'm the real victim here.
Yes, all right then.
I presume that there are no further questions for this witness, Mr. Fuller-Carp?
Just a few, Your Honour.
I'm afraid we'll have to trouble you to stay and answer just one or two short questions, Miss Honeywell.
Oh, that's all right, dear.
Yes, now, Miss Honeywell, let me pin my colours firmly to the mast. I suggest that far from this disadvantaged, vulnerable defendant snatching your shopping bag, it was you who, quite unprovoked, brutally headbutted my client and then set about him with a heavily weighted carrier.
Oh, goodness, no.
When you say no, I presume that you do in fact mean yes.
No.
No, but you do agree that yes is the opposite of no.
I suppose so.
And no is the contrary of yes.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, yes. Good, now we're getting somewhere. So, and I really don't want to put words into your mouth, Miss Honeywell. When you say no, you imply, antithetically at least, yes, if only by its converse meaning.
Mr. Fuller-Carp, is this line of questioning serving any purpose at all?
No, I mean yes. The lawyer who doth not seek out the truth is in truth no lawyer. Bacon, Your Honour.
The poet or the sandwich?
Very, very good, Your Honour.
Do try and conclude quickly.
Just trying to put my client's case, Your Honour. It's a little notion called justice. I suggest, Miss Honeywell, that it was at this point you pulled out the flick knife and the chain.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, come on, that's balls.
What did I hear you say?
Yes, the Queen against Balls, Your Honour, 1982 in the All England Law Reports. It's a broadly similar assault case. Would Your Honour like me to refer you to?
We present Chambers, starring James Fleet, John Bird, Lesley Sharp and Jonathan Kydd.
Good God, Hilary, what on earth are you wearing?
Ah, my cycling shorts. Do you like them?
Oh, you're not still cycling into Chambers, are you? I thought we discussed this. It's hardly the image these Chambers ought to be projecting. What if a solicitor sees that bike in your room?
Impossible. The bike's completely hidden by the fern. Well, it's Philodendron hybridus, actually. We did it at my last landscaping class.
Look, Hilary, there's nothing wrong with a man having a sensible hobby, preferably one that involves killing something. You should hunt.
I've never really felt comfortable with 4 legs between my thighs.
Yeah, well, very well, but this planting isn't appropriate, and one wouldn't expect the chambers of a newly appointed Queen's Council to be so two-wheeled.
Great! You've had an indication from the Lord Chancellor's department.
Well, not exactly, but I do seem to have made the right impression with a few judges recently. I think the Lord Chancellor might have some difficulty ignoring my application this time. You know, Hilary, if you gave up your plants and found yourself a presentable little wife, even you might be considered as a QC.
Oh, come on, John. They never have someone like me. I'm hopeless at all the politics. And besides, I'm not really sure that Deborah would want me to.
Deborah?
Well, I know we're not seeing each other at the moment, but I still write to her.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you do, but she doesn't write back, does she?
No, but I understand that. It's a whole new way of life for her. She's only been at the convent 4 years.
Hilary, forget about her. Think about yourself for a change. Put your faith in your head of Chambers. Let me guide your career.
Ruth, can you answer that?
It might be the bank, Jen.
Oh, Ruth, I've got a domestic dispute and an indecent exposure in my office.
Ralston Citizens Advice Bureau, Ruth Quirke speaking.
Oh, come on, Mr. Stimpson. You know that when I asked you to hang your coat up, I assumed you were wearing something underneath.
Pull yourself together, Mrs. Clegg. The police were obviously upset that he attacked the transit van and the handler. No, if you can prove he's a chihuahua with a bad temper, then you're under no legal obligation to muzzle. I'll call the police pound this afternoon.
Excuse me, Miss Quirke.
Take a seat now. What's the problem?
I'm afraid I've got one of these.
All right, now the first thing to say is don't worry, this is only a court summons. Let's see, it's for non-payment of a television licence. Oh, God. They pick on the most deprived members of society and pursue you with police-state technology. Actually, if you turn your aerial south and cover it with Baco foil and a bin liner, the detector vans can't home in on it, and the reception is great. Now, here, you see, you have made a mistake. You've put my name at the top.
I'm the clerk to the Ralston magistrates.
Well, in that case, an error like this is really inexcusable, but you're obviously worried about being prosecuted, the bench finding out, losing your job, your children being taken away.
The court wanted this served on you personally.
Ah, right. Well, let me ramble on. And I was genuinely worried about your career.
And I was concerned about yours. That's why I came down myself. I know what good work you've done here, Miss Quirke. If you pay the £150 fine quickly, I think the whole thing can be kept quiet.
Thanks. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not used to altruism in men. It upsets me. I'll get this cleared up immediately. Do you think they give a lawyer time to pay?
It might not be wise to ask.
Right. Well, thanks a lot. Really, you're very kind.
Not at all. You'll have to excuse me. I'm late for an antenatal class.
Do all decent blokes marry at birth?
Ruth, I've just told the Midlands you're in Fiji.
Oh, Jem, what am I going to do? I'm supposed to be advising people how to avoid the credit trap, not living in it.
Well, what about your dad? He's always offering you money.
I'm 34 years old. I can't ask Dad to bail me out again. And anyway, I don't seem to get the same pleasure spending money if I'm not being charged 20% APR. I love it here, but the pay's lousy. Jen, I think I'm going to have to go back to the bar and find myself a set of chambers.
Yeah, I know it's Eastern European gear, mate. Yeah, get it down the lock-up. I'll cast a careful one over it and see what I think. Oh, and peel off the model numbers. Got to fly, Des. My governor's just got in.
Morning, Vincent. What's this I hear about model numbers?
Good morning, sir. It was about a new photocopier. I was asking them to reel off a few model numbers. Your brief for Wednesday's trial at Southwark Crown Court has arrived, sir. Your junior on the case is Mr. Tripping.
Morning, John, sir. Parking offence at Epping Magistrates. Sorry, the stomach's not too good.
I sometimes wonder if it's possible to manufacture enough Andrex to support that boy's career. Tell me, Vince, to which honourable firm do I owe the pleasure of this brief?
It's a Ronnie Drain case, sir.
Good God, I thought he was still in Pentonville.
Conducted his own appeal. They never found the bullion mine.
Yes, what's Wednesday's trial about?
Sounds like a bit of fun, sir. You're representing an accountant who got a bit creative with some money he was handling for a hostel for homeless women. To my untrained eye, sir, it's essentially a mens rea defence founded broadly upon a rebuttable presumption of law.
Oh, just another application for a tenancy in chambers from some girlie. A do-gooder. I wish to practice at the common law bar and help the downtrodden in our society, the victims of treachery. Well, Ms. Ruth Quirke, these chambers are not a registered charity.
Sorry, John, did you say Quirke?
I think so. What's it special about some lefty lady called Ruth Quirke? Unless...
You don't think she might be related to Mr. Justice Quirke?
Might be. Coming from a legal background as I do, look, it is. It's his daughter.
I believe young Brinsley Walmer did a custody case in front of Mr. Justice Quirke.
Did he indeed? Brinsley, get out of there. I want to talk to you.
I'm practising my opening speech. Ladies and gentlemen...
Well, close the case. I'll give you 3 seconds to come out with your hands washed.
Sorry.
Brinsley, Vince tells me you did the custody in front of Mr. Justice Quirke. Did he make any mention of having a daughter?
Actually, I had to retire from that case. Colic. I knew his daughter at college. We met at the debating society.
Oh, so you're friends?
Well, I was chosen to second her in a debate.
Oh, you've actually worked with her then?
Yes, almost. Unfortunately, on the day, I found myself in the position of having to deliver a motion of a rather, different kind.
Alienating the daughter of a High Court judge. I'm getting a bit damn fed up with you. I've had letters from solicitors, you know. Get into your room.
John, shouldn't we be trying to help him with his confidence?
Never mind about bowel movement, Brinsley. Quirke's daughter wants to join these chambers. A High Court judge in the hand, Hilary. A direct line to the Lord Chancellor.
But how could Mr. Justice Quirke's daughter be a lefty, sir?
It happens, Vincent. Always highly regrettable. They go to a couple of sociology lectures at university, help a few beagles kick the 50-a-day habit. And suddenly, everyone who's unemployed is entitled to state benefit.
Everyone who's unemployed is entitled to state benefit.
No. Very Tony Blair, Hilary. Look, you're much more in touch with this sort of thing than I am. I want you to help me interview her. And Vince, I don't want Brinsley around while she's still here. Get him into court somewhere, will you? I'll go and call her now. Right. She's due at 10:30. Remember, this is a perfectly normal day. Now, is everything organised? Did you take down the picture of Lord Justice Symington from my room, Vincent?
I took it down this morning, sir. I couldn't find one of Trotsky, so I took the liberty of getting you one of Che Guevara. If the need arises, I also have access to a wide range of New Labour soft furnishings. They do all the colours. They do all the colours except red.
Look, I want this... Look, I want this to be natural.
John, about this interview, I wouldn't want us to give them a misleading impression.
Nonsense. Think about the future. Hilary tripping Queen's Counsel sounds pretty macko, doesn't it? You never know, Hilary. She might be a looker. I've always wanted the best for you. You know that. And marrying into a judicial dynasty...
John, please. The Deborah thing still hurts. When the only woman you feel you can talk to takes a vow of silence for 10 years, it numbs you.
All right. You don't have to marry her, but don't get all moral about a chance of legitimate self-advancement. Now, I'm relying on you to fill me in on the political references. Take me through them again.
Are you sure this is necessary?
Hilary.
OK. The Socialist Worker is a newspaper, not a commonly used example of a contradiction in terms.
Right.
Oh, hello, darling. Yeah, but I spoke to Murray in Moscow on Monday. What do you mean aftergear's still there? Look, I'm no lawyer, but tell him he's bound by implied contractual terms as to merchantable quality where time is implicitly of the essence. No, it's not your fault, darling. Just tell Murray to get the stuff to me yesterday. Yeah, of course I still fancy you, yeah. I'll see you at the flat tonight. Yeah, the black silk outfit with the lace. Oh, lovely. Do excuse me, madam. One of our more complex textile cases. It's murder trying to arrange an expert's report on the fabrics.
I've come to see Mr. Fuller-Carp.
And you are Miss?
I'm Ruth Quirke, Ms. Not Madam, Miss, Love, Lovey, Dear, Darling, Petal or Precious.
Right, you are, sir. This way, please. Mr. Fuller-Carp is expecting you.
You!
Ms. Ruth Quirke to see you, sir.
Hi, Ruthie. John Fuller-Carp. Call me FC. Thanks, Vince. Take 5. Say a big hi to Hilary tripping. Hilly, Ruthie, Hilly. Hey, crazy rule, we barristers can't shake hands. Doesn't say anything about slapping skin. Give me a high 5, Hilly.
Sound, Ruthie. Hey, behave, FC. Give the lady a chair. I can't do this, John. You'll have to excuse the boss. He was at a bash with some bigwig judges at Lincoln's Inn last night. Had a few bevies, got totally shagged. Not that any of the judges behaved in any way improperly, not at all. The whole evening was charming, just a bit good-humoured.
I'm very pleased to meet you both.
Heavy duty, Ruthie.
Take a pew and we'll have a chew.
So, Ruthie, lay down the personal lowdown.
Well, I was called to the bar in 1989. I did pupillage at Margot Hill's chambers.
Isn't that the all-women's chambers? Sisterly solidarity. Great.
Well, we like to call ourselves feminist separatists in those days. I was pretty extreme back then.
Well, if you're my two penneth, you can't be extreme enough in fighting prejudice.
Just how sort of extreme?
Oh, well, we wouldn't represent men, the oppressors, in court. We wouldn't represent children of the male gender. And very occasionally we'd relent and represent the male insane.
Presumably on the basis they thought they were women.
So, what took you away from Chambers?
Well, I got disillusioned with its limitations. So I wanted to have a more direct effect on people's lives, so I went to work in a CAB.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I think it was very brave of you to go and work in the CAB.
Yeah.
Because you could have gone to work in the BUS. I mean, there's only one route. And you don't have to drive around on the moped for 6 months with an A to Z.
No. A CAB is a Citizens Advice Bureau, you know, where people who haven't got any money get free legal advice.
Oh, I see, yes. That's a splendid idea. How long have they been going on?
What?
FC's little joke. So what made you decide to come back to practice in Chambers?
Oh, there were many reasons. Many reasons. Advising from behind a desk was all very well, but I missed the cut and thrust of the courtroom. Oh, and one thing further.
Don't mention your father, Ruth. It makes no difference to us. Your parents could be dust persons or duke persons. It carries no weight.
But I haven't mentioned my parents.
Nor, you will note with particularity, have I.
As it happens, my father is an unusual man. It's rare and praiseworthy for someone in his position to espouse the views of the moral left.
Yeah, John and I feel that the law is like a deprived one-parent family, Ruth. It needs people with heart and soul to breastfeed it.
Are you under a lot of stress at the moment?
Care is stressful, Ruth.
It is if it's released into the legal community.
Oh, absolutely. Ruth, I think we'll be able to answer your application pretty quickly. It's been a delight meeting you. I hope so much we can meet again soon, perhaps as colleagues.
Somehow, I don't know if I've got the kind of legal breast milk you're looking for.
No, don't go. We do immigration work as well.
Oh, yes, I'll go to Hong Kong if brief fees big enough.
How very public-spirited of you.
Well, I'm a realist, Hilary. It wasn't an immediate thing, but she liked me.
What a wonderful woman. I'm sorry, John. I just don't hold with... not to her. Excuse me. Ruth. Hello there, Ruth. Look, I'm sorry. I just wanted to... I mean, you were great, but I didn't want... I mean, I have been to Liverpool. It wasn't my idea. I was stupid. I'm sorry.
Who the hell do you think you are? I come for a serious interview and I get some farcical public school cross between Brookside and Baywatch. Were you trying to humiliate me?
No, never. I wouldn't. I couldn't.
Oh, don't try and be charming. It's pathetic.
I've upset you. I'm sorry. Please don't think too poorly of our Chambers. You see, there hasn't been a woman...
Now that I can believe.
...in Chambers for years. Look, we need someone like you, Ruth. There's an opportunity to do the kind of work you want to do. I'd really like you to think about it, if you feel able.
Well, at least you've apologised. That's worth something, I suppose.
I know you're probably repelled by the idea of earning huge brief fees, but it doesn't have to be like that. I could try and make sure you're shielded from highly paid cases.
Well, yes. Large fees are grotesque. Large fees are... huge. But I won't have anyone controlling my practice.
No, of course.
Well, as long as we've got that straight, then I'll think about it. Now, if there's nothing else, could you let go of my hand?
Sorry. Morning, John.
Why so pensive, Hilary? She's in. Comrade Quirke, she's as good as in. She phoned Vince this morning, dead keen. She'll let us know on Friday. Told him she just wants to talk it over with her father tonight. We've done it.
That's fantastic. No, it's more than fantastic.
We're going to have our own private hotline to the Lord Chancellor. Robe up and prepare for greatness, Hilary.
Mr. Fuller-Carp, Mr. Tripping, good morning to you both. And if I may take the liberty of saying so, how very well you both look.
Morning, Ronnie. How are the kids?
Oh, how kind of you to ask, Mr. Fuller-Carp. Simeon is doing very nicely. He's still working at the old people's home. Bit of painting, bit of decorating. He even does a bit of landscape gardening.
I'm so pleased.
Yes, being given that community service order was the best thing that could have happened to him. My wife and I were very grateful for your mitigation.
Not at all, Ronnie. As I recall, neither stab wound actually punctured the lung.
Absolutely correct.
And didn't both vicars make near full recoveries?
Good as new. Bar neck movement.
Now, Ronnie, are we all set for the Crown Prosecution Service against Desmond Suggs?
Indeed. Court 4 in front of Mr. Justice Tutt.
My God, your client's landed on his feet.
Pray do explain.
James Tutt is the biggest woman hater currently serving on Her Majesty's judiciary. Now, just let me get this straight, Mr. Suggs. You've been asked by Ms. Palmer, the warden of Brompton Women's Hostel, as their accountant, to take a Christmas gratuity from hostel funds?
I certainly had.
In early May?
Yes, well, they must have wanted to backdate it.
And you didn't think that £7,000 was excessive?
No, it was a generous token of gratitude for my services.
Yes. Now, let's move on to what you say about the prosecution witness's motives for giving evidence against you in the case. You say that this girlie, Rose Palmer, constantly flaunted herself in front of you.
Yeah, it was blatant sexual provocation. Angry sex, angry sex. I want angry sex, Desmond. And that's all I ever heard from her. I mean, what's an accountant supposed to do? Women, you see, find me smouldering.
When did your... When did your sexual liaison with Rose Quirke? Rose Palmer.
Well, it was very soon after I became the hostel's accountant. I was a fool. I should never have told her about the tax advantages of unincorporated associations.
Now, let me just stop you there, if I may. I must just press you on these points.
Yes, you know, this is exactly what she said.
Beg your pardon?
With respect, I think you're failing to comprehend. Why did Rose Palmer go to the police?
Well, it was easy. I mean, if she couldn't devour me sensually, she decided to smear my stainless character.
Isn't love a perverse, wonderful, funny, terrifying force, Mr. Suggs?
I only regret, Mr. Tripping, that I am continually cast in the role of its high priest.
Yes, I'm bound to say... I'm bound to say that in normal circumstances I'd counsel extreme caution before running this defence.
I am pleading not guilty.
As I was saying, in this particular case and with this particular judge, I feel confident we can see off the wailing women of the Brompton Hostel.
Oh, there you are, gentlemen. Mr. Justice Tutt has had to take an urgent bail application. You've been moved to Court 3.
Oh, blast. A minor inconvenience, Mr. Suggs, nothing to worry about. And which learned judge do we have the pleasure of appearing before?
Mr. Justice Quirke.
Oh, really? I don't think I know.
Quirke!
Oh, God, the father. I mean, God, her father. I mean, her father, the judge.
Yes, Mr. Justice Quirke, may I humbly inquire if all is well, gentlemen?
Yes, fine, Ronnie. You be a good fellow, take Mr. Suggs into court.
As counsel wishes. This way, Mr. Suggs.
What the bloody hell are we going to do? We're about to defend that deluded, scrotty little accountant on a charge of defrauding a hostel for homeless women in front of England's only feminist High Court judge. You heard what she said at the interview. He espouses the views of the moral left.
Oh, but surely he can't let his personal prejudices influence him.
Don't be a fool. He's a judge. That's what they do. For God's sake, it's the foundation of the English legal system.
Well, what about talking to Suggs? You never know. He might decide to plead guilty.
The little weasel really believes Rose Palmer was after his crotch, not his calculator. He wants his day in court. Look, I think I know how to play this. You just keep Drain and Suggs happy.
Impanel the jury.
I hesitate to rise at that point, my lord, and indeed I do so solely to endorse your lordship's perspicacity in suggesting that the jury be, in your lordship's elegant and sagacious words, impanel.
Yes.
Jurors, as you approach the stand, read the words on the card.
Here we go. Challenge.
Mr. Fuller-Carp, you are of course aware that you must satisfy me that you have good cause to challenge the last juror.
Quite so, my lord. My reasons are as follows, and they are these. First, if I may begin and commence in this way, and I shall indubitably do so, it is the belief of the defence that this juror is sexist.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fuller-Carp?
So forgive me, my lord, I should perhaps have said chauvinistically enhanced.
I want to hear a sensible reason for this challenge.
He's getting the point. Well, my lord, I think you may know what I mean when I say he could, non-sexist deity forbid, be a reactionary. I mean, he's got a pretty smart jacket and tie on. Can't quite see the insignia on the tie. Is it military? I don't know. Could well be.
I'm ruling against your incredible challenge. I might also add that I will have to rise early this evening because of a pressing family engagement. And I'd appreciate it if counsel would restrict themselves to matters of at least vague interest.
John, God knows, I of all people don't want to lose Ruth, but is all this really necessary?
No, don't you see? He can't be seen to be favouring us from the outset. Trust me, Hilary, I can read judges. He's on side. You heard what he said about a pressing family engagement. That's his meeting with Ruth. Miss Palmer, you tell the court that you left the financial management of your thoroughly estimable hostel entirely to Mr. Suggs?
That's correct.
You were personally fond of Mr. Suggs, weren't you, Miss Palmer?
Absolutely not.
Ah, but you were. Miss Palmer, I must put it to you that you were obsessed with, and I'm sure he'll forgive me for putting it thus, this unprepossessing runt of a man who is also very possibly a sexist.
I thought Mr. Suggs would be a good accountant. Insofar as I thought of him in any other way, you might say that I found him initially repulsive.
And then what, Miss Palmer?
Repugnant.
Yes, I put it to you, Miss Palmer, and I put it to you quite a lot, actually, that you found this cringing weasel of a man explosively attractive. That you stole from the hostel to win his favour and to feed your own lust.
Your suggestion is wholly wrong and quite absurd.
Thank you. No further questions.
And so, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is your task to weigh what you may consider to be the overwhelming and utterly watertight prosecution evidence against what you may feel to be the tissue-paper-thin defence case. These are matters for your consideration. Will you now retire and consider a verdict upon which you are all agreed?
Call yourself a barrister? I've heard more eloquence from professional footballers.
Don't you think we ought to go and talk to Suggs?
Ronnie's dealing with him. Let's allow the dust to settle.
Look, John, I know you had the good of Chambers at heart.
In the circumstances, I did what I could to satisfy all the interested parties in the case. Anyway, with mitigation, Mr. Sex will be out in 6 months.
Court rise.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
If you want to advance, Hilary, there are always going to be a few casualties.
My lord, the jury find that by reason of his legal representation, the defendant has suffered enough in the course of this trial. Accordingly, our verdict is not guilty.
I know I hadn't known her for long, but she had such life. I really felt that with her, maybe, I could have caught up on all those wasted years.
What galls me is the thought of Mr. Justice Quirke and that unbearable Trotskyite daughter of his deciding to reject our chambers just because we inadvertently shaft a bunch of homeless wives. I mean, where's the justice in that?
You don't think she might come, in spite of everything?
You know, Hilary, for a while there I really felt close to it. Preferment, recognition. You see, there's nowhere else for me to go. If I don't become a QC, what am I? Just another grubby barrister panting for the Lord Chancellor to give me the kiss of life.
Oh, you're bound to, sooner or later.
Joy is not a pleasant woman to live with, Hilary. Once she joined the Territorials, we never even tried for kids. Weekends spent on manoeuvres, you see. It's all gone into our careers, all the energy and the hope. Becoming Mr. and Mrs. Fuller-Carp QC would have made middle age just about bearable for both of us.
Yes, Murray, I know the stuff's dirt cheap in Minsk, and I'm very keen to try and flog Brezhnev bedspreads in Romford, but I can't store the stuff in chambers, mate. My governor will be back from court any minute.
What are all these boxes? Good God, they've got Communist Party CCCP stamped on them.
Crumbs, someone's put one of those leather caps on the bust of Lord Denning.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm here, your new addition to Chambers. I hope it's okay, Hilary. I've moved some of my stuff in with you.
Oh, thank God. I mean, thank you.
What do you mean, new edition? You can't be. We lost the bloody case.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, I spoke to my father this afternoon and
you
he said...
You couldn't have. Your father's been at Southwark Crown Court with us all afternoon.
No. He's been in Brixton all day.
Oh, so, I suppose you'd have us believe he's a black High Court judge, then. Went down the Railton Road in his robes to jibe some ganja with his judicial ghetto booster, pulsating to the sound of his Ken Marley music.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. I sincerely hope that this is some form of joke. My father's a police officer, one of the decent ones, PC 9014 Rodney Quirke, currently attached to Brixton Police Station.
Do you take me for a fool? I know who your father is. I've just been in front of him.
Excuse me. Got a tricky remind at Horseferry Road, Mags. I think I left the brief in the loo by the air freshener.
Stay right there, Walnut. Look, see, here's your old college chum.
I've never seen this man before in my life.
Oh, no. Mr. Justice Quirke's daughter, Philomena's tall, rides horses and lisps.
You duplicitous little cow.
John, you're talking about the woman I want to share the rest of my room with.
What dishonesty! I've never seen anyone make themselves look more like a daughter of a High Court judge than you did in that interview. Well, go on, you can turn right round and sod off. Go on. I'm polluting these chambers with all this left-wing poison. I am well within my rights to throw you out.
I do forgive the mess, a bit of a mix-up with the stationers. I'd ordered 20 reams of paper with Chambers heading. The suppliers misheard me for plenty of dapper communist bedding.
Can we get rid of her?
I'm afraid the offer's binding, John. If you go back on it now, we'll be hauled in front of the Bar Council.
This is outrageous. I'm waiting for an explanation.
You're waiting for an explanation. And I suppose you think you're entitled to one. Well, you are. And I'm going to give you one in writing. Could you give me a couple of minutes?
I have never in my life witnessed anything so bizarrely self-serving.
Look, we'll get things sorted out. Please don't let it spoil your first day. Let's just think about getting you settled in. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all?
No, not really, thanks. Well, no, I shouldn't ask.
No, please, ask.
Well, you couldn't lend me 150 quid, could you? With all the arrangements for moving in. Do you know what? I completely forgot to pay my TV licence.
You've been listening to Chambers, starring John Bird, James Fleet and Lesley Sharp, with Jonathan Kydd, Gavin Muir, Alex Lowe, Jane Wittenshaw and John Baddle. Chambers is written by Clive Coleman and produced by Paul Schlesinger. We present Chambers, written by Clive Coleman, starring James Fleet, John Bird, Lesley Sharp and Jonathan Kydd. Hello? Yes, Dermot, mate, it's Vince. Stick a couple of large on Portillo Boy, Catford 830. Portillo Boy, crossbreed with the stiff hindquarters and the greasy coat. Oh, crikey, I'll ring you later, Mr. Governor.
Ah, Vince.
Oh, good morning once again, sir.
Did I mention that I want you to ring the Bailey and see if they'd fixed a date for the Crown against Lawson? You know, my murder trial?
3 times yesterday, twice this morning. The listing office haven't fixed a date as yet.
Right. Well, I want to get it firmed up in the diary before I go away.
I do sympathise, sir. It's never easy working a murder around a weekend break. Was there anything else, sir?
Yes, I did want to raise another matter with you, Vincent. Has the post arrived yet?
It's still not here. Nothing's come in the last 3 minutes.
You don't think that maybe our post has inadvertently been misdelivered to the chambers upstairs?
So unlikely as to be impossible,
You
sir.
seem very sure about that, Vince.
Well, yes, I am.
But you would agree with me that the post office is capable of making errors in delivery?
Yes, I'd have to admit that.
I'm obliged, and that such errors have, albeit infrequently in the past, occurred in relation to briefs?
Well, yes.
Thank you for that. Let me put it to you, therefore, that there is every reason to suspect that briefs belonging to these chambers could, I don't say have, but could have been delivered to the chambers upstairs.
I really don't think so, sir.
But you just admitted.
We're on the top floor, sir. We have been since the last rent review.
Ah, right, yes, of course, yes. One of the byproducts of being so damn busy, you lose the sense of time and height.
Good morning, Vince. John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a pile of paperwork the size of Snowdonia on my desk. You couldn't put the kettle on, could you, Vince?
Oh, very coffee bar. Well, some of us can't afford to lounge around au café, not when there's chambers admin to be done on top of a busy practice.
Chambers admin. Oh, God, that means he hasn't got any work to do. He'll start meddling.
Don't rise to it, miss. He's away for a holiday weekend walking break with that old judge mate of his. He'll be gone this afternoon.
A holiday with the judge? That's novel. Who's organised it? Club 80 to 90? It's all wet wig competitions and banging your partner's gavel with that lot.
Vincent, would you be good enough to pop into my room?
I'm a little tied up negotiating a brief fee for Mr. Tripping. The solicitors claim it's a gross indecency.
Impertinence. How much are you asking?
No, the case is a gross indecency.
Oh, right.
Is it important, sir? I've got to get back to you.
Yes, Vincent, it is important. It's very important, as a matter of fact.
Righto. I'll come in now, sir.
Ah, Vince, good. Something's been bothering me, and one never seems to have the time to, as it were, look at the broader picture, but I've been meaning to have a word for a while. Pink ribbon.
Pink ribbon?
Yes, for tying up briefs and sets of papers. How much have we got?
A couple of rolls, about 80 metres. We've also got a full complement of paper clips, and the Tipex is overflowing.
Excellent. Chambers ready for work. That's what I like to see, yes. Well, I'd love to chat, Vince, but would you mind? I really ought to get on.
Not at all, sir. Sorry to have troubled you.
At the third stroke, it will be 9:47 and 8 seconds.
Spot on.
Thanks a million for doing that adoption case for me, Hill.
I really enjoyed it.
The solicitor said you were really good with the respondents' kids.
Oh, I wasn't. I mean, we did lose.
Yeah, but I think it was really nice of you to take them to Alton Towers.
Oh, that was nothing. I felt a bit mean, actually, with Euro Disney being so close these days.
Hilary, pop into my room for a moment, would you?
John?
Hilary?
I'm late for a decree absolute at court. Can it wait till later?
Later? Look, Hilary, you're not the only barrister in these chambers with a full workload, but if you're too busy...
Come on, John, you know what it's like when you're getting your head together for a case.
Getting my head together? No, not familiar with that form of pre-trial preparation, but then again, I suppose I'm out of touch with the new ways. I probably ought to be telling High Court judges to have a nice day.
I'm not going to get annoyed.
Look, my client's been married 30 years. I suppose an extra 10 minutes won't hurt. What is it, John?
I've been rethinking room allocation.
What's wrong with room allocation?
I thought maybe you'd like to be separated from that deceptive woman.
Ruth? Oh, but we've been getting on really well since she arrived. She's fantastically, fresh. It wasn't her fault that you offered her a place in chambers just because you thought she was related to a High Court judge.
Having the same surname was a deliberate misrepresentation, totally misleading.
Linford and Julie Christie have the same surname, but I've never thought they were related.
Well, that's different. I'm not talking about footballers.
Well, Lionel and Tony Blair.
You know, Hilary, you've developed a not altogether attractive self-assurance since you've been in that room.
Have I?
Yes. Now, I'm under an ongoing duty to consider the most efficient working arrangements for chambers. I had thought you might like to come back and share with me.
Had you? It's just that Ruth and I seem to have gelled professionally. There's nothing personal going on. For God's sake, don't mention that, or me, to her. It's just that, with Deborah still in the convent, it's nice to have someone, a barrister, of a different sex, to talk to. And my practice has multiplied since we've been sharing.
This obsession with the amount of work you've got, there's a hardness about you lately, Hilary.
Is there?
Oh, yes. When you were in with me, I think I kept that side of your nature pretty well dampened down. I rather prided myself in thinking there was some pretty good camaraderie in our room.
Oh, there was. Until you moved all my stuff out.
Well, you were your own worst enemy with that stretchy biro, I warned you.
Is it that you feel a bit isolated in here on your own?
Isolated me? No, you misunderstand me. I'm thinking entirely of you. This professional attachment to Ruth is imprudent.
Oh, but how can you say that?
Are you blind, Hilary? She just doesn't fit in. It's everything. Her background, her views. You probably haven't noticed this, but she disagrees with me on a whole range of topics. I think that sort of thing's terribly divisive.
Forecourt Buildings. Do we do tax litigation? Well, there's a good deal of tax avoidance expertise in chambers, sir, yes. Well, it's a practical hands-on approach with a particular in-depth knowledge of revenue investigatory techniques. Very kind. Do get back to us, sir.
Ah, Vince, I thought I heard the phone. Was it perchance the Bailey with my date for a murder trial?
I'm afraid not, sir.
It's been 6 months since committal. The victim's dead. What are they waiting for?
I'm sure it's just a matter of time, sir.
So's eternity, Vincent. Look, I've got to leave for the Lake District in half an hour. If you do hear anything at all, this is the telephone and fax number of the hotel Judge Priestland and I will be staying at.
I'll let you know the moment I hear.
Ah, Vincent, I see that La Poste est arrivée. You should have told me. I'll take the brief straight into my room, save you the bother.
I'm afraid there's nothing here for you, sir.
What?
These are all for Mr. Tripping and Miss Quirke. Ebbs and flows, sir. It just happens that way sometimes.
What's going on, Vincent? Who's sending work to Trotsky and the boy Blunder?
It's mainly small stuff, sir. Nothing approaching a good, solid murder. Not even a maiming. Hardly a GBH. You wonder why people even bother going down the pub.
I suppose solicitors are free to instruct anyone they like. Tell me, is Miss Quirke in chambers at the moment?
Popped out to get a sandwich, I believe.
Good. She'll need to keep our strength up with all this work. Going out for a sandwich, that's food and exercise combined. Excellent. Hilary? Ruth? Good. Now, let's see who's briefing her. Good Lord, the Stoke Newington Lawyers Cooperative. Lawyers being cooperative, that's going to undercut the market. Oh, look at this. Ruth, this case involves a standard slum landlord exploiting a disenfranchised tenant. The landlord wants to actively threaten appalling, a split infinitive. So typical of New Labour. Cheers, Herbie.
What on earth do you think you're doing?
I might very well ask you the same question. Are you not supposed to be buying a sandwich?
You're going through my desk. How dare you?
Not only do I resent that comment, I dislike it. I was merely gauging the ratio of floor space to desk space, and when a rogue brief fell to the floor and undid itself, I was retying it when you crept up on me.
I just can't believe you'd actually undo my briefs. They're confidential.
I put it to you that you should think very carefully about making loose allegations of that sort.
Why do you do it? Is this all because you haven't got any work in at the moment?
What? Me? No work at the moment? Ha! No work is exactly what I haven't got. I've got a high-profile murder trial coming up. Oh, yes, some of my clients actually go out and kill people, you know.
Yes, I can see how they'd feel that way.
What I mean to say is that I deal with things a bit more complex than simple assaults.
Well, why are you looking at my papers then?
What conceivable interest would a man of my standing have in briefs from some lawyer's co-op?
So you admit you've read them?
Yes. How dare you cross-examine me? You inveigle your way into these chambers through frankly questionable means, and will you pay precious little heed to the way we do things here.
I can't handle this. Look, I'm not like Hilary. I won't stand for this intrusion into my practice.
Right. I've tried to be fair. No one can accuse me of not trying to be fair, but your vicious, suspicious mind makes you unfit to share an office with any civilized person. Hilary will move in with me.
And what if he doesn't want to? You can't stand the idea that his practice has doubled since he moved out of your room. I'm warning you, if I find you going through my desk again, I'm prepared to go to the Bar Council.
You refuse to accept the word of a lawyer? This is unprecedented. Well, there are ways and means of getting rid of members of chambers. I'm looking into them, you know, and whilst I do, I'm sorry, but there is no public association between us.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm a professional colleague.
With the utmost regret, I'm wholly unable to acknowledge you as such.
You can't do this. There's a Chamber's constitution.
I'm afraid, madam, I really don't know what you're referring to. Incredibly busy. You know, I really didn't think I was going to be able to get away at all, Judge.
A little slow, if you wouldn't mind, John. Yes, it all adds up to pressure. I've been feeling it on the bench recently, the sweating brow, the tightening of the chest. It gets worse once the case actually starts.
Yes, and the last thing one needs when one's under pressure is discord.
Yes.
Apropos of which, I wanted to ask your advice, Judge. We've had a most disturbing series of incidents in chambers recently.
I'm sorry to hear it. A little slower, please.
Yes, on a purely no-names basis, one member, a woman...
Oh, dear, yes. They were starting to have them in chambers in my day. I was always against it on religious grounds.
Absolutely, Judge. Well, this girlie persists in making unfounded allegations against respected colleagues. I've not been involved personally, but others have come to me at their wits' end. But Ruth Quirke, oh, Judge, forgive me, please forget you ever heard that tainted name, Ruth Quirke. She won't desist. I just wonder if there's any precedent for removing a member of Chambers.
Oh, yes, indeed. We once got rid of a chap, found he'd been going to court dressed in a skirt. No question. Had to go to another Chambers that instant. He's a judge now, of course. Yes, there's ample precedent for removing troublemakers.
Is there? Is there indeed? Well, perhaps we can talk about this in a little more detail this evening. We're nearly at the hotel, Judge. I love this part of the country. Joy and I spent part of our honeymoon here. A brisk trot, and we'll be there in a couple of minutes.
Please don't hurry.
Wonderful memories. Yes, Joy had to leave to go on manoeuvres. The besotted girl made me promise not to let the wedding interfere with her work in the territorials.
Do you always holiday separately?
Since she joined Tank Command, yes. The Black Forest is glorious, but it gets terribly hot in a chieftain, and you can't really see a great deal. There we are, the Lakeview Inn. What a haven of peace.
Good. Not a moment too soon, I must say.
Come in.
Oh, Ruth, hi.
Hilary, why do you always knock before you come in?
Did I? Oh, sorry, it's just force of habit.
But it's your room. Do you knock on your bedroom door at home every time you go in?
Well, that's different. I know there won't be anyone in there. You could be...
Shagging Vince senseless over my desk.
I was going to say working.
You don't think shagging Vince would be hard work? With his back? Ignore me, I'm a bit upset.
Who's upset you? God, I hope I haven't done anything inadvertently to...
It's our inflatable head of chambers. I can't believe it. I actually caught him going through my papers this morning.
No. Are you sure?
I haven't seen anyone look so guilty since O.J. Simpson was acquitted. When I confronted him, he publicly disowned me.
Well, I don't think he really means any of that stuff. You know, I think he's just very lonely.
Of course he's lonely. Pompous, obnoxious people who alienate everyone tend to be lonely. He's been at me ever since I joined, and he keeps making these unveiled, veiled threats about how he's going to get me removed from chambers.
No, he couldn't. I mean, he wouldn't. Well, he shouldn't. I won't allow him to do it, Ruth. Look, I'm not very good at this, but, well, I didn't think I was ready to share my, room with someone, but I am. And I'd like you to be it, if you'd like, for as long as you like, if that's okay with you.
Thanks, Hill. That's really, really professional of you.
What can I do you for, sir?
Pardon?
Room with a view or room with a bed? The choice is yours.
What?
You probably already gathered that I've made a study of humour, sir. One of my interests. Humour, crime surveillance techniques, and the Delia Smith cookery collections. Winter, summer, autumn, late winter, midsummer, the week ending the 9th.
I have a reservation in the name of John Fuller-Carp and Jeremy Priestland. Judge Jeremy Priestland.
Gemini, was it?
Are you English?
Gemini? Twin-bedded or separate rooms? Wordplay is humour's rapier.
It was a double.
Oh, double the trouble. Well, I'll let your friend be the judge of that. Boom, boom.
Look here. Are you insinuating something? It just so happens that the double was inexpensive.
You sound just like our local Conservative MP and his naughty honourable member. Political satire, sir, redolent with biting purpose.
Look here. I'm a married man.
As indeed was the master of late Victorian epigrammatic wit Oscar Wilde. Let's not mention the love that dare not speak its name. Not in room 15 at any rate. I could tell you were a man with a liking for cheeky end of peer double entendre, sir.
Look here. Judge Priestland and I didn't come here for the entertainment, and we didn't come here for the insinuations. You listen to me. What I choose to do or not to do in that room is my business, right? You don't ask, you don't look, you don't make jokes.
All right. No need to get violent.
Just stay out of my way while I'm here.
Didn't understand the political material.
Forecourt Buildings.
Yeah, it's the Stoke Newington Lawyers Cooperative returning your call.
Oh, right. I was just trying to get off home as it goes. I'm the clerk to Ms. Ruth Quirke, sir. I wanted to speak to someone about Miss Quirke's fee for that landlord and tenant case.
I'm Herbie. Let's talk. When it comes to paying briefs, we run a sort of bartering system.
Yeah, I've never known a solicitor who didn't want to barter a little. It looks like a 2-day case. What sounds sensible, Herbie? A pony or two?
Oh, I don't think I can go to a pony. What about a goat?
A goat?
Yeah.
Are you talking a couple of monkey?
I don't think so. I'm talking a nanny with a little milk and cheese.
Sorry, mate, I'm not quite with your rhyming. Milk and cheese, we are talking bread, aren't we?
Well, bread's possible. I was hoping you'd take a goat and some grass.
Hold up. I can't accept grass, Herbie. Not for this job. I have got a contact, though, if you're interested in getting rid of some quality shit.
Oh, brilliant, yeah. Well, we get loads of that from the goat.
Right, yeah.
Vince?
Can I just kill this call, miss? Could I possibly give you a bell tomorrow, Herbie?
Oh, yeah, sweet. Would you take a chicken for the bell?
You're working late, miss. How can I help?
I don't want to delay you, Vince, but you know that I keep a file of fee earnings for my personal records. Not that I don't trust you, you understand. I just got into the habit when I discovered that my last clerk was having difficulty telling the difference between my fees and his local cash dispenser.
Oh, that's out of order.
The file's normally in my desk. You haven't seen it, have you?
No, miss. I'd never dream of looking in your desk.
Thanks, Vince. That's good to know.
My job's about trust, miss. Besides, a stiff top drawer like that would probably give way if you really try to force it.
It's unbelievable. He can't stand the thought of a woman earning more than him.
I'm sorry, miss?
No, nothing, Vince. You go home. I'm going to be working late.
Good night, miss. Right, with a bit of luck, I'll make the 6:40 at Rumford. Oh, who the Forecourt Buildings?
This is the Old Bailey listing office. Is that the clerk to Mr. Fuller-Carp?
Indeed so. Many thanks for getting back to me.
Your Mr. Fuller-Carp's murder trial, the Crown against Lawson, has been fixed for the 11th. That's this coming Monday.
Much obliged. Fax number, come on, where's his fax number? Right. To John Fuller-Carp, murder fixed for Monday. Vince.
I haven't really got time to explain it in detail. I'm supervising Sheldon, our youth opportunity office boy. But the key thing to remember with crime surveillance is that you never get a clue that is either obvious or totally incriminatory. You've probably gathered that I've made something of a study of the subject.
I really just wanted to know where the cloakroom was.
Oh, it's one of them messages from the fax machine. Oh, what are they called?
Faxes.
I was just talking to the ladies, Sheldon. Did I tell you I was on the internet as well, madam? I run a humour bulletin board. I exchange one-liners with the refuse operative in Luxembourg.
The cloakroom!
End of the lobby, just before you get to the Delia Lounge Bar. I've made something of a... What is it?
Well, you told me to look out for anything suspicious when them welcoming pillow mints went missing. Well, look.
Well, go on, give it here. To Mr. John Fuller-Carp, murder fixed for Monday. Vince. I sensed a coldness about him.
Oh, a murderer? What are we going to do, Mr. Weave? Do you want me to go up and retrieve the complimentary sewing kit and nail files?
Oh, don't be an idiot. Crime surveillance procedure, think Sue Cook. It's Friday, he's still planning it, but the old gentleman, the judge, I've got to warn him, Sheldon.
So, you say that if I can prove any major breach of professional misconduct, I can remove her from the chambers by a majority vote?
Yes, I'm going to have a hot bath.
Yes, I think I know how to get Hilary back on side. I'm going down to the lobby to make a phone call, Judge. Why don't you come with? Have a trot round the gardens, build up an appetite before dinner.
No, I don't think so.
Please yourself, I won't be long. A hearty dinner, a good bottle of claret beckons, and it's my shout, I insist. Yes, I really feel like celebrating tonight.
Aha! Mr. Fuller-Carp, just checking there hadn't been a change in your killing. Your billing for the room.
Must be awfully stressful running a hotel.
Yes. Well, it's difficult making sure that things are dead right. May I ask if everything is entirely satisfactory?
Oh, yes, everything's fine, absolutely fine, or rather, it soon will be. You know, it really isn't as difficult as you'd imagine to get rid of a person who's just plain causing trouble. Is there a phone in the lobby?
Yes, just past the Nick Ross Carvery. It's very important, I'm coming in. I'm averting my eyes. No need for alarm. I run our neighbourhood snitch scheme, and I'm the owner of a Crime Stopper Community Action tie grip. Judge, I have to warn you that on Monday a desperate act is to be... Oh, crikey. Oh, my Lord. Judge, get up. May the court rise. Oh, no, you can't be dead. He was supposed to wait till Monday. Calm, Austin, stay calm. No, ring the police.
Come on, Hilary, answer the phone. You can't be out, not with your social life. Hilary, it's John. Sorry to ring you at home, but I needed to have a chat.
Good, because I'm sorry, but I wanted to have words with you. How could you have gone through Ruth's desk? And don't say it looked like yours, because it isn't even in the same room.
Hilary, you're quite right.
I'm not going to listen to your explanation. Not this time. There's no use even trying.
I entirely agree with you.
Oh, do you?
Believe me, I felt exactly the same until the irregularities were drawn to my attention.
Irregularities? What irregularities?
In the accounts, her accounts. I was as deeply saddened as you. Fraud is a heinous crime. But how else do you explain it? On her figures, she's earning more than I am. Clearly, she's appropriating money from somewhere.
But what if she is earning
I must dash. I can't keep Judge Priestland waiting. Oh, Mr. Weave, very much looking forward to a hearty supper. Just popping up to the room. Not sure if the judge will be joining me.
No, he won't. I mean, stay and chat. As a lawyer, do you consider that Delia overuses limes in a marmalade and preserve ensemble? Yes, here he is. He was going back to dispose of the body.
What are you talking about?
He killed Judge Priestland 3 days ahead of his own schedule.
What? My companion, Judge Priestland, is resting in his room.
Check upstairs, George.
All right.
This is absurd.
We would like to have a word with you, sir.
How did you do it? Poison in the welcome break jojoba shower gel sachet?
He's a bit simple, officer. Let me clear this up. Cross-examination. Never ask a question to which you don't know the answer. I put it to you, Weave, that you cannot point to a shred, a scintilla of evidence to suggest I killed Judge Priestland.
Well, there's this fax addressed to you, which reads murder fixed for Monday for starters, your violent assault upon me at reception, warning me to ignore what went on in your room, boasting about how easy it is to get rid of a troublemaker, and the judge's dead body in your bathroom.
No further questions. You see, officer, this man is quite clearly mistaken. There is no...
He's dead, sir.
No, he's not dead. He's a judge. It's a common mistake.
John Fuller-Carp, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of His Honour Judge Jeremy Priestland.
No. This fax is about a murder trial.
Yes, sir. I think it probably is.
One quick phone call will clear this up, but I warn you, officer, I'm going to have serious words with your chief superintendent after this.
Forecourt Buildings.
Who is this speaking?
It's Ruth Quirke.
Ruth Quirke, a fellow member of the bar. This won't take long. Ruth, it's John here.
Who?
Ruth, I'm in a spot of bother. Would you mind just verifying that I, John Fuller-Carp, am your head of chambers?
I'm sorry, but there is no public association between us.
Come on, Ruth. This is actually rather serious. I've sort of been arrested. Please don't do this. I'm a professional colleague.
With the utmost regret, I am wholly unable to acknowledge you as such.
But you can't. There's a Chamber's constitution.
I'm afraid, sir, that I really don't know what you're referring to.
Just because I'm a lawyer doesn't mean I am not entitled to another lawyer.
Well, I don't know.
Be careful. He could make what seems like an innocuous phone call to a lawyer friend, but through the use of an apparently harmless code word, such as statute, duvet, or Hessian, trigger a series of despicable crimes.
I know I shouldn't say this, but I really hate you.
You're entitled to one call, but keep it short.
Hilary, it's me, John, your head of chambers.
Am I supposed to be in court somewhere?
Just listen to me, will you? It seems that we need to meet a little sooner than I'd anticipated. I've been arrested for the murder of Judge Priestland.
Well, I knew you were upset about the room allocation, but the judge wasn't even involved.
For God's sake, Hilary, of course I didn't do it. He must have had a heart attack. He's had a bad heart for years. It's just that I can't get the local constabulary to understand.
Apart from that, are you enjoying the holiday?
I'm at the Gosforth police station. I want you to go to Chambers, pick up all of our literature identifying me as head, and get up here. Are you aware of the penalties for false imprisonment and wrongful arrest?
Oh, the bloody hell's making the rackets!
I do apologise. I didn't realise there were criminals in here.
Oh, I've not been convicted yet. Not of these 6 GBHs, anyway.
No, of course you haven't. Innocent until proven working class. British justice, eh?
Yeah, and all the double-barrelled scum that carry it out. I think they should all be seriously assaulted.
Touché. Can't abide them, mate.
What did you say your name was, mate?
I don't actually believe I said.
You know, you've got a very familiar look about you. Do I know you from somewhere? Strange ways.
No, I'm just a bit tense.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're that stuck-up brief, Fuller-Carp. You represented me at Snaresbrook.
No, you're quite mistaken. It's awfully dark. And remember, identification evidence is notoriously unreliable.
2 years for a parking offence?
Well, to be fair, you had parked on top of a social worker.
Well, eh? I always swore that if I met you again, they'd have to surgically remove my fist from your eloquent gob. You're going to have to come up with something pretty good if you want to save yourself major orthodontic treatment.
Look, please don't. I'm in enough trouble as it is. I've been charged with murdering a judge.
Oh, and why didn't you say that when you came in, pal? Fancy a smoke?
Your brief, sir, Carp.
Hilary, thank God.
Good morning, John.
You? What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just on a walking tour of prisons in the Lake District. Isn't this one a cracker?
Oh, I see. You realise what a little fool you were on the phone. You're worried about your career, so you've come up here to try and make me feel grateful, but it's too late. I've been planning to get you out of our chambers for months, and I think I've got the ammunition.
Do you want to bring the statement in, Hill?
Hilary, what are you messing about at? Get me out of here. I've got a murder trial to prepare for Monday. What statement?
I'm sorry, John, but I really must insist that you sign this.
Hilary, what are you saying? You never advise a client to sign a statement when he's in custody.
Ruth's explained everything to me. How could you? Think of this statement more in the nature of a contract. Well, a charter, really.
It prevents you from reallocating offices, looking at other people's fees or papers, attempting to have another member of Chambers removed, and 1 or 2 other bits and pieces.
But signing this piece of paper would make me look ridiculous.
No, you already look ridiculous. Signing this will make you look free and ridiculous. Sign it before I get them to add a charge of stealing my account book to the murder.
Never. Hilary, we're old friends.
Would you like a pen? Or shall I go and tell them you're ready to cough to the Priestland killing?
I will not sign.
Yeah, Ruth, you've done a wicked job in front of the judge. The travellers will be able to keep the sows and the calves now they've got a secure tenancy of the flat. And doing the case pro bono, well, that was safe.
Well, Herbie, I'm glad you're happy. Look, I hope you didn't mind me suggesting we needed an additional lawyer on the case.
Yeah, no, total no swears.
You didn't see where my junior got to, did you?
No, out of my way, you cretin. Ah, Ruthie, Herbert, respect. Couldn't get chamomile and spiced apple. Is lime flower and vanilla okay?
You have been listening to Chambers, starring John Bird, James Fleet, Lesley Sharp and Jonathan Kydd, with Jeff McGibbon and Peter Serafinovich. Chambers is written by Clive Coleman and produced by Paul Schlesinger. We present Chambers by Clive Coleman, starring John Bird, James Fleet and Lesley Sharp.
Oh, good God, that wasn't easy, Vince.
Yes, I don't recall having a sheep in Chambers for a conference before. Not since we stopped getting work from those solicitors outside Swansea. Have you, secured everything, sir?
I think so. Are you absolutely sure Mr. Fuller-Carp isn't coming into Chambers this morning?
Absolutely. He rang in first thing to say he was driving his wife back to the barracks. I believe she's applied to go full-time with the Territorials now, sir.
I hope I laid enough newspaper. They're very excitable animals, sheep.
The ones from Swansea always seem worried. If you don't mind me asking, sir, why exactly are you doing all this?
I don't know. They seem so helpless and pathetic. I think it's really good that Ruth's doing all this animal welfare legal work. She's an incredibly caring person, even with people.
Well, I'm against any cruelty to creatures, sir. The thought brings tears to your eyes. That's why I've always been anti-vasectomy.
Bloody little Hitler.
Sir!
John, what are you doing here? I mean, not that you're not entitled. You're not entitled. You're entitled. But we were expecting you later after you'd driven...
Yes, well, Joy decided to run the last 6 miles. I had to turn back. One thing I've learned in 25 years of marriage, you don't argue with a woman who carries a sidearm.
No, of course. Listen, we haven't had a good chat for ages, John. Why don't we forget work for a morning and go out for a quiet stroll and a talk in Lincoln's Inn Fields?
You're kind, Hilary, but no thanks. It was a tense weekend, what with Joy working on this plan to invade Hertfordshire. Escape to the peaceful seclusion of my room.
But you could discuss that quickie divorce case you're both doing this afternoon whilst you're out walking.
Well, that piece of rubbish will be in and out of the High Court in 2 minutes. Why is it that some people find divorce so easy? No, I'll be in my room if anything of note arises.
Yes, what about the barber? Weren't you saying a while ago that you wanted to have your hair sheared? Cut?
Haircut?
Bar council meeting, yes, the bar council meeting.
You've never been to a bar council meeting in your life, Hilary?
No, but everyone was talking about it. I mean, word soon got out that you were planning a trip to a bar mitzvah.
Are you all right, Hilary? I mean, you've been a bit nervous since you started sharing a room with that woman. As a barrister, you've really got to keep a tight control on the seepage of nerves. One doesn't like to comment, but there's a bit of a whiff of it around Chambers this morning. What was that? There's something in my room.
John, let me put a hypothetical question to you. How upset would you be if, for entirely humane motives, it had been necessary for me, on behalf of another member of Chambers, to tether a sheep to your desk?
A sheep? Oh, my God! This is all down to that damn woman.
Right, OK. You wouldn't simply accept it without comment.
Can you keep it down a bit, please? I'm advising in conference. Oh, hello, John.
Hello? There's a beast in my room. Look what it's doing with my wig.
Well, it's attracted to the animal hair. That'll almost certainly wash off.
I'm sorry, John, but we had to have Bar in. The solicitors think he might be the subject of an animal cruelty case.
Well, tell them he is now.
Look, it's not down to Ruth, John. It's my fault. I said I'd look after Bar. Let me get him out. Come by.
You're ruining these chambers with the type of work you're bringing in, Ruth. Do you know that? I mean, we're really going to catch the Lord Chancellor's eye with one lawyer and his dog here, aren't we?
Well, forgive me, but I thought as a barrister I was obliged by the cab rank rule to put aside any personal prejudices and serve any client who needed my help.
Good God.
Frightening it.
That's worse than it looks. An open window, a couple of Airwick double-strength sticks, and you won't notice he's been here.
You may be happy turning up at court smelling like Rolf Harris. On your head be it. One more incident, just one more, and I'm going to take steps to remove you from these chambers. Now get rid of this thing, or everyone goes home with lamb chops.
Ruth, you're back.
Yeah, were there any phone calls?
No, I don't think so. Anyone in particular?
No one special.
I was worried about you. Well, I wondered where you got to.
I went out to test my new economic policy. It's called spending your way out of a depression. How can he talk to me like that, Hill?
John was upset.
I'll get that. Ruth Quirke.
Ruth, it's Rob. Are you alone?
Hilary, do you mind?
No, of course not. You go ahead.
Can you leave? It's someone special.
Oh, insensitive. Sorry.
Rob, hi. Just getting rid of my roommate. She's gone now. We're alone.
It's on. We're going for it. And this time we're going to get it right.
Rob, that's great.
Yeah, I've been thinking it through and I'm ready for it, finally.
Oh, this is just incredible.
I've never felt so strongly. We can't allow the bastards to hunt innocent foxes.
Oh.
I can't talk for long. They're tapping eco-warrior lines all the time. We're developing our own rapid response communication system, owl hoots and clucking, but it's difficult to leave messages. I need to know, are you with us for the next direct action?
Yeah, of course, but I thought we could meet up maybe for a meal and talk about it. Do you like Greek vegetarian? It's like normal Greek food but without the cruelty.
It's too dangerous. A vegetarian restaurant is exactly the kind of place they'll be looking for a bloke like me. You'll receive written details in the normal way. Check your windowsill and give him some stale breadcrumbs when he flies in.
Rob?
Sorry, I forgot to take my brief for this divorce case I'm doing with John this afternoon. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Have you heard of LAM, Hilary?
Yes, it's delicious.
No, LAM, Lawyers Against Meat. We're a group of like-minded legal people committed to fighting animal exploitation under the existing law.
Oh, right. I meant lamb substitute. You know, that delicious Quorn stuff. It sounds brilliant. Can any lawyer who's against meat join?
Well, it's not exactly a political move for a public school barrister.
Oh, come on. If I was an archetypal career barrister, would I have got involved with the sheep? Not that I'm poo-pooing Bar. No.
You were great. And I am going to replace that boog thing.
Bougainvillea plumatis. Look, Ruth, you probably don't realise, but I tend to have quite a lot of weekends free. And every evening, too, actually. Lamb must need support. And as a boy, I kept injured beetles. Why don't I join?
Well, all right, but it isn't a party. You think it's going to be like that, but it just isn't. And that's right. I mean, that's exactly how it should be. Lamb needs really committed people.
I'm just saying we've got to try and be understanding of Ruth at the moment.
Understanding? I can't do a thing with that wig. It's been dry cleaned 3 times. I don't know. We've really been getting some awful cases lately. I must speak to Vince.
Yeah, it didn't take very long, did it?
30 years of marriage dissolved in 2 minutes. Some people are so extraordinarily fortunate.
Over here, Mr. Farnham!
Isn't that Paul Farnham leaving court?
Yes, I believe it is. Look at all those cameras.
He must have just finished that big libel case, you know, soap star caught sucking boyfriend's toe in Robin Reliant. She said he'd had a painful corn and that she was merely loosening his sock with her teeth.
Oh, yes. The oral socks case.
They say Farnham got $500,000 on the brief.
Yeah, one star rises, another plummets. We were called to the bar at around the same time, you know. Now he's a QC and the darling of every High Court judge on the bench, and I'm head of a chambers full of sheep.
Yes, but think of the cost of all that notoriety. It's probably obliterated his home life.
Yeah, one jammy piece of luck after another. Come on, Hilary, it never hurts to get your face on the box.
I thought to count your money, Mr. Farnham.
Oh, that's a bit strong. What's wrong with substantial remuneration?
I wouldn't be seen dead doing a legal aid case for a working man, would you, Mr. F?
I'm going to do something about this, Hilary.
John, be careful.
You, give me that microphone.
Who the hell are you, then?
My name is John Fuller-Carp, and I will not allow your vicious attack upon the barrister's profession and one of its finest exponents to go unchallenged.
You're all just fat cats in search of the right clients.
Yeah, the rich ones.
That is not only untrue, it is also not true. As a barrister, I am, like a taxicab, available to all who hail me. The bar prides itself on the equality of the cab rank rule. The lord and the lavatory cleaner can avail themselves of my services, and though I may not wish to shake hands with the latter, I would be bound to accept work on his behalf. What is this fragile vessel set sail upon an ocean of injustice that we cherish, ex debito justitiae, as of right, and call...
Cheers. I think we got our soundbite.
Justice.
Right, definitely no need to go on.
Stop there.
Yes, right. Well, perhaps that was indeed a convenient and appropriate moment to pause. Well, Hilary, I think I got the point home, even to that rabble. Do you think Farnham heard any of it?
Oh, I don't think so. He seemed to leave very quickly.
Yes, they don't like to be outshone, the big QCs. Morning, Vince.
Good morning and congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Why? Has Mrs. Quirke decided to pursue what remains of her legal career in the Southern Hemisphere?
No, sir. I meant your television appearances. Didn't you see last night's news?
No. I had an early night. Thought I'd take advantage of Joy's posting.
You made the 6 and 9 o'clocks. Your defence of the cab rank rule was broadcast in full. And you've made most of the nationals this morning. Even the Sun. I don't read it as a rule, but someone left it on the train.
So, toe job, blow job case throws up honourable lawyer. Well, that's encouraging, but you can't tell anything from that rag. Let me see the Times. Toe job, blow job case establishes honourable lawyer. Discerning.
It's been like BT headquarters here this morning. I've had the BBC, chairman of the bar...
Oh, fat Anthony de Vere, the man who's built his career on so much arse-kissing he could claim chapped lips as an industrial injury. What exactly did he want, Vince?
He didn't say, sir, but you'll be able to ask him yourself. He's coming out to see you in 20 minutes.
The chairman of the bar coming here?
He was very insistent, and under the circumstances, I didn't really think I could say no.
No, you did the right thing. Well, whatever he wants, he won't get it for nothing.
Which room would you like to see him in, sir? Mrs. Quirke's working in hers.
What? She's here? Oh, no. Can't you get rid of her? I mean, send her to court or something?
Well, surely she'll be all right in her room.
Do you know what kind of a man Anthony de Vere is? He's a dishonest git. But he's a dishonest git produced by 500 years of good breeding. For the first time ever, I've got him just where I want him, and her vowel sounds simply present too big a risk.
There's no court appearance in the diary for her today.
Do I have to spell it out, Vince? If I become a QC, my brief fees will go through the roof, and your 10% will go with them.
Criminal damage, Ilford. I've got relatives in the area. Shouldn't be a problem.
Good man. And when she's gone, move all her briefs into my room. Got to look busy.
Mr. Anthony DeVere, sir.
Thank you, Vincent.
John, it's been an age. You've been far too anonymous, tucked away in this tiny set of chambers for the last few years. I thought you'd left practice. How are you?
Oh, wade under, Anthony. The media don't seem to leave you alone for 2 minutes at a time.
Yes, it's extraordinary which members of the bar they pick up on these days.
Incredible, isn't it? I suppose they find a bit of honesty so unusual, they probably report it out of shock.
Honesty, yes. I saw your defence of the cab rank rule on television last night. You seem to have caught the public imagination.
Chairman, I simply couldn't let the press imply that the ethical cornerstone of the profession was a sham.
Yes, of course. We all know it's a sham. No one with any sort of private practice does legal aid work. The important thing is that the public don't know that.
You don't get asked to do a lot of television work yourself, do you, Anthony?
The bar must address public concern rigorously before it fearlessly continues to act in its own best interest.
There needs to be a dialogue and a resolution, certainly.
The bar needs people who are prepared to put its best arguments forward in public.
Well, naturally, I'd like to do everything within my power to be a means through which the profession and yourself gain the public approval you so richly deserve, yet at times find so difficult to win.
All right, Fuller-Carp, what do you want?
Please, Anthony, I want nothing for myself. If, however, you were to feel that the profession as a whole might benefit from my application for silk becoming required reading by the determining High Court judges...
All right. I'm having some people down to hunt at my place at Winswell next weekend. Half the High Court bench are invited. If they can put a face to you, your application's rubber-stamped. It helps if you fagged for any of them, of course.
What a kind invitation, Anthony. I love the country.
Yes, I thought I could smell a touch of it as I came into this room. I warn you, I shall expect to be pleasantly surprised by the spontaneous support you voice for the current leadership of the profession.
I think I can guarantee precisely the kind of ringing chance endorsement you require.
And please, John, it is a big event. Don't do anything stupid.
You're the host, Anthony. I shall leave that to you. Anthony DeVere, QC, 0. John Fuller-Carp, soon to be QC, 1.
Ruth, you're back. John's on the telly. Apparently Vince has managed to buy us a TV from a friend of his who owns a market stall.
I'm not really interested, Hill. I've just been sent on some wild goose chase by Vince. He tells me I've got to cover an urgent criminal damage trial in Ilford. When I get to court, it turns out that the defendant is Vince's nephew, and that he hasn't even committed an offence, but he can't stop offering to put a brick through a window of my choice. Did anyone ring for me while I was out?
No.
Not that I'm expecting anyone. I just thought maybe one of the lamb people.
No, I don't think so.
You haven't seen any pigeons flying low outside the window, have you?
No.
Oh, right. What am I playing at, Hill? I've got a conference in that animal activist trespass case in half an hour. It's getting huge. I told the solicitors that we need another barrister.
Really? You see, that's exactly the kind of case I'd like to start doing. You know, with this lamb thing, you've really got me thinking. It would be great to work on a case together.
Oh, it's a nice idea, Hill, but this case is really important. I told the clients that we needed someone senior, you know, with a heavy public profile. Sorry.
Well, if there's anything I can do, help with research, mucking out, you know.
Forecourt Buildings. Yeah, I'm just expecting him back from this morning with Richard and Judy. No, it's nothing to do with the shoplifting charge. He's their guest. Yes, indeed, as soon as he gets back. Silly cow. Ring and diamond. Hello, sir. How'd it go?
Extremely well. Nice couple. I think we'll get the divorce work in due course, though. There's nothing like television exposure, Vince. DeVere must be green. Tell me, have any other programmes asked me to appear?
Oh, it's getting silly, sir. I've had news editors, current affairs. I'll try anything. I had some joker called Clive Anderson. Actually tried to say he was a barrister. Turns out he's just some chat show host.
Really? What did he say?
He was talking so fast, kept interrupting me, I couldn't really tell. Oh, and there's a set of papers coming for that conference. I did try and mention it to you earlier, but you were practising your smile. The clients are here now. You going to have time to read the papers?
Come on, Vincent, you know better than that. I never read the papers before a conference.
Yeah, why is that, sir? Don't you have to read the documents to know all the facts?
I begin every conference in precisely the same way, Vincent. I ask the client to tell me the whole story in their own words. Saves me preparation time, makes them feel important, and allows me to add 2 chargeable hours to the fee.
You've got junior counsel on the case, sir. As a matter of fact...
Vince, please, I'll be fine. I've got far more important things to think about. Do you know I'm on Newsroom South East this evening?
John, you can't go in there.
You, look, just get out of the way, will you?
But I've booked the conference room.
Well, there's obviously been a mix-up. You can go and shout at Vince about it, but as head of chambers, I'm taking the room.
You can't do that. I'm waiting for a senior counsel to arrive. You'll be humiliating me in front of the clients.
Oh, dear, what an unavoidable shame. Come on, I've got a junior counsel in there waiting for me, not to mention the clients, Mr. and Mrs.
Porteous. Oh, my God, the solicitors haven't briefed you, have they?
Oh, you haven't gone in yet, sir. I tried to tell you that Miss Quirke was the junior on the case.
And why wasn't I told? I thought we were getting someone high profile.
I am high profile. Do you watch Newsroom South East?
But it can't be you. You have read the papers, haven't you?
What? How dare you impugn my professional integrity?
Sorry, I didn't think you'd subscribe to it this year.
This is slanderous, as if I'd ever go into a conference without having prepared meticulously.
Isn't slander when the comment is unjustified?
Thank you, Vincent.
What are you proposing to do?
I'll tell you what I'm proposing to do. I'm proposing to run a conference. There are 2 worried people in that room with a genuine legal problem. You'd do well to remember that. I think I'm professional enough to help them. Are you? Mr. and Mrs. Porteous, John Fuller-Carp, delighted to meet you. And, of course, you've already had the unfathomable pleasure of meeting my colleague, Ruth Quirke.
Oh, he's even more distinguished looking in real life than on television, Simon. Your wife's a lucky woman.
Yes, all that live ammunition and she's still going strong. I have, of course, read the papers with enormous care, but somewhat unusually. I'd like to begin, if I may, by asking you to tell me in your own words each and every detail of this legal dispute of yours. Try, if you can, to imagine that I know almost nothing.
When you said that under the cab rank rule, barristers were available to all, I knew immediately that you weren't just talking about humankind.
Did you?
We knew you meant all of God's creatures. Simon and I have always loved animals.
Indeed. Shall we get on?
That's why we left dentistry, to found our sanctuary. Oh, it's a great comfort to know that we're among friends. When I walked into this room, I could feel it. There's something tangible in the air.
Yes, we've been trying to get rid of that.
Mr. Fuller-Carp, when we think about what the huntsmen do to those poor defenceless foxes, it makes us want to carry out extensive root canal work on all the lot of them.
Please, don't upset yourself, Mr. Porteous. Would you like a drink of water?
Don't, Simon. He just swills it round and spits it out.
Well, comfort yourself with the knowledge that Mr. Fuller-Carp could not be more totally committed to this case.
Yes, that is indeed true. I'm so deeply in favour of your case that, alas, and indeed, with the utmost regret, I am constrained to refuse the brief.
What?
Dear lady, please allow me to explain. The point is this, and it is indeed a point that has to be made, but also should be made, and I will make it. Like you and your good husband, I'm an animal lover.
I don't believe this.
I cannot abide animal cruelty of any type. My feelings about this case are simply too personal, too intense. I fear that I couldn't represent you without compromising my professional independence.
This is outrageous. What about the cab rank rule?
If a barrister's professional independence is compromised, he must withdraw.
This is ridiculous. You don't even like animals.
If I appeared cold towards that sheep, it was simply a self-protection mechanism. I couldn't allow myself to get too involved.
There's a grandeur of gesture in Mr. Fuller-Carp's sentiments.
I knew you, of all people, would understand my torment. I'm sure that another more objective counsel can be found.
Of course.
And after all, you still have Ruth. As they say, a bird in the hand is cruelly incarcerated. Ruth, please show Mr. and Mrs. Porteous out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God, you're good.
Shall I come in now, sir?
Just a minute. Enter. Well, what do you think?
I honestly think it could be coming from the drain, sir.
Not that, Vincent. Me.
Oh, very smart, sir. Very, Harvey Smith.
Now, all I need to do is find a shop that sells riding crops.
Oh, no problem, sir. I know a little place in Soho. And, if you need a pair of them... And if you need a pair of them long leather boots, it's the kind of place I could do a tie-up deal.
Ah, there you are, John. Extraordinary pair of riding boots.
Morning, Anthony.
I'm sure I've missed them, but I don't think I've heard any chance comments reflecting upon the inspirational lead given by the Bar Council and its chairman in your crusade to uphold the profession's principles.
Yes, I have this feeling that as soon as I'm placed next to an influential judge, I'll find some difficulty in stifling my spontaneous praise for the moral lead you've given. I've been standing here half an hour by myself. Just get on with the introductions, will you?
Ruth!
Rob? Oh, it's you, Hilary.
Oh, that's impressive. How could you tell it was me with everyone wearing balaclavas?
Just instinct, plus the fact that you're the only person wearing his the wrong way round.
I thought it was uncommonly dark for mid-morning. You look wonderful, though. Those eye holes, they really set off your eyes.
Thanks, Hill. Rob likes it when I wear this. He's really lovely about security clothing.
I've been looking at the route the hunt take. I thought that if you and I started laying a false scent at the first hedgerow, that'd be
Listen, Hill, nice idea, but I'm going to be pretty much working with Rob, coordinating the whole operation. It's all been arranged in advance.
Ruth, you're behind.
Behind what?
No, someone's sort of sniffing you.
Ruth? Rob? Hiya! Didn't recognise you, love.
Hey, that's the idea. Great outfit, isn't it? I'm going to infiltrate the hounds.
Oh, right, but I thought we were going to be coordinating things together from the camp.
It's too risky. They'll be looking for me there. I need to be able to blend into a crowd. I'm lucky. I can do that with dogs. Why don't you lay the full scent at the first hedgerow?
I was just suggesting that.
Hilary, guy I work vaguely with Chambers and...
Yeah, I've got a bound. I need to give the orders.
well, am I going to see you later, tonight, a meal?
It's difficult. Time, you know.
I could take you for a walk.
Listen, everybody. The hunt sets off in 10 minutes, so we've got to move fast.
Right.
Anita, Simon, you'll be cutting down the branches to block the path at the brook.
Right.
All groups should have video cameras. Let's catch them at it. Free the fur.
Free the fur. Sorry I didn't introduce you, Hilary. It's just, it was a bit difficult.
No. He seemed pretty busy, Ruth. Why don't we go down to the first hedgerow?
Nice idea, Hilary, but Rob did specifically ask me to do that, didn't he?
That really is a huge beast you're riding, Judge.
Yes. Thank you, Fuller-Carp. She's a big beauty.
Tell me, do you always have quite that many hands between your thighs, Judge?
Good God, Woody, what's that lunatic doing at the hedgerow? You want to impress the High Court bench, Fuller-Carp? Here's your chance. Get rid of that idiot!
Yes, my lords, please permit me to deal with this intrusion. You there, lad, don't try and sidle off. Do you realise the consequences of these unlawful acts?
Go away, you silly git!
Forgive me, young man. I had no idea you were a lawyer.
It's no skin off my nose, but you'll be in mega trouble if you take this any further.
Not merely a lawyer, my lords, but apparently a prosecutor. Shall we unmask our mystery trespasser?
John, let go. You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, no, sir. It is you who make the mistake of trespassing upon this land and interfering with our lawful sport, to which acts you add the impertinence of calling me by my first name.
Look, there's more of them.
There, my lords. Chairman, the criminal.
Ruth? What deception? The man's a woman.
Do you know this woman?
No, not really.
I told you not to do it, John. Let go of me. We work together.
This girl is your secretary.
I'm a member of his chambers. Let go of me, John.
A member of your chambers?
Shut up. No. We've never met before. This woman is clearly reacting hysterically to a citizen's arrest.
You're not fit to kiss her wellies. Leave her alone. Oh! I'm sorry. How dare you attack this woman?
John!
That's amazing. What are you doing here? Sorry about... I thought I saw Ruth being manhandled and got, a bit cross.
Look, I'm losing the plot, Fuller-Carp. Do you know this assailant as well?
Oh, yes. Incredible, isn't it? We're all at the same set of chambers. We're barristers, you see. Now, let me explain. It's lawyers who go to court.
Oh, really? Yeah. Who's this? Your clerk?
Oh, Mr. Fuller-Carp. Oh, your nose is bleeding.
Thank you, Mrs. Porteous. Please don't say anything else.
Whatever you say, Mr. Fuller-Carp. Oh, I couldn't go against the wishes of a barrister who declined to represent me because he was an animal lover.
Chairman, despite what I concede is apparently unfavourable evidence, may I say...
Oh, this is rich. My lords, it would appear that the barrister who publicly defended the bar's cab rank rule has been caught in, as it were, flagrante breach of it.
And to think that I was happily going to kill with the man.
Hunt, my lords, follow me. We'll take the high ground to bypass this grotelier.
This way, Marjorie.
You stupid, misguided cow. Do you have any idea what you've just ruined?
John, that's a bit...
Shut up. I'm coming to you in a minute. I was on the verge of becoming a QC.
Oh, you get it by killing defenceless animals now, do you?
No, but it always helps.
Look, you don't realise it, but I've actually done you a favour. Come on, everyone, let's catch them at the brook.
Don't you dare pursue them.
Quick!
I forbid you from leaving.
Ah, Ruth, the television's set up. Vince is brilliant. As soon as that other new one broke down, he phoned another friend who works in this warehouse, and apparently he was prepared to sell us his own TV for almost nothing.
Well, if this doesn't placate Head Boy, my overdraft will never forgive me. Look, I never got the chance to say anything on Sunday, but thanks for stepping in and protecting me.
I just saw red. I'm sorry, it was instinct.
It was a good instinct. Look, this is just a kind of afterthought, really, but I was thinking of going out for a meal.
Oh, no, there's no need for that. But I am free at lunchtime.
Oh, great. I needed someone to finish these papers. I'm meeting Rob in the park in about half an hour. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Sir, please try and talk it through. You! I cannot believe you have the gall to show yourself in these chambers. I don't know precisely how I can do it. But I'm bringing proceedings to get rid of it.
Oh, no, you're not. You don't want that kind of bad publicity.
Why not? I've had good publicity. It doesn't work.
Look, John, just let me explain.
You've ruined me. There's nothing you can do or say to save yourself.
It's about time, Hilary. Turn it on.
No, do it yourself. I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel.
All right.
Woodruff and chairman of the bar Anthony de Vere were caught on film setting their hounds on a defenceless fox in breach of animal cruelty laws and new EC regulations on the dimensions of jodhpurs.
Blimey.
The animal rights campaigners praised one member of the hunt, John Fuller-Carp, who dismounted early on and, in a gesture widely praised, abandoned the hunt.
Brilliant! Ruth, don't you see? With this outcry against lawyers who hunt and me associated with animal welfare, I'm as good as elevated. They'll have to promote me.
I think you owe me an apology.
I do indeed.
And I have a conference next week in the bar case.
I'm way ahead of you. I'll start laying newspaper in my room immediately. Please, be my guest.
You've been listening to Chambers, starring John Bird, James Fleet and Lesley Sharp, with Jonathan Kydd, Jonathan Coy, Paul Shearer, Keith Drinkle and Anne Beach. Chambers is written by Clive Coleman and produced by Paul Schlesinger. Present Chambers, written by Clive Coleman, starring James Fleet, John Bird, Lesley Sharp and Jonathan Kydd. Good morning, sir.
Oh, did you see that smug, self-righteous pontificator on the box last night, Vince? It's a disgrace.
Yes, sir, I quite agree. Venables picks the team. He should keep his big chin shut.
Venables? What are you talking about? They had Mark Morsfield QC on Newsnight. Really is unseemly for the bar when barristers start slavering to get on television purely to enhance their own reputations.
Was it the Brendan Doyle appeal, sir?
I approach that case with complete impartiality, Vince. I do the same with every guilty thug I prosecute. The man wrote a 9-page confession, for goodness sake.
That's just the way things go, sir. Who could have guessed they'd be able to prove he was illiterate?
I mislay one report from an educational psychologist and another from a handwriting expert. It happens. But do they bother to ask me onto the programme? No. They give Morsfield another opportunity to show the Lord Chancellor what a man of the people he is.
He does seem to have popular appeal.
And I haven't, I suppose.
Well, it never hurts to get your face on TV. Morsfield only became a QC after they released the Renault 5.
You mean the Brentford 4?
That's right. He was on so much after the 4 were freed, they hired him to do all those car ads.
Oh, advertising he didn't, did he? How demeaning. The car in front comes with a fully tested litigator as standard, otherwise known as the driver's windbag.
Briefing for you this morning, sir.
You see, Vince, some of us just get on with the real business of barristering, representing people in need, not grubbing around for the TV shortcut. What is it?
The Crown Against Speed, sir. Multiple theft.
Yes, it would be.
Am I right in thinking you've represented him before, sir?
Bernie, never mind the evidence. Speed. The man comes up with more long-winded defences than the entire cabinet. I'll be stuck in court for weeks on lousy legal aid fees. Can't you get rid of it?
It's a little difficult, sir. The client specifically requested you.
Yes, well, one doesn't like to disappoint, but then again, if I spend the time doing privately paid work, your 10% looks a lot healthier.
Oh, forgive me, sir. You have, of course, got a long-standing prior fixture booked into the diary, which I shall arrange this instant.
Good. Give the speed brief to Hilary. It'll help to fill in one of the black holes in his practice. Hello, is that the Newsnight office? It is good. My name is John Fuller-Carp. I was prosecuting counsel in the Brendan Doyle case. You did the feature on it last night. Now, the last thing I want is a shamefaced apology, but I never actually received my invitation to appear on the programme. Not sure about broad appeal? Yes, I know the initials BBC don't stand for Barristers Benevolent Club. Oh, I see. You didn't want to run the risk of rude, haranguing cross-examination on the programme. Well, yes, thank you, Mr. Paxman. Come in.
Ah, John, I've got everything set up. It starts in 5 minutes.
Do you mind, Hilary? I'm working.
Oh, sorry. I'm so wound up in it, I suppose I'm more nervous for her than she is for herself.
What are you talking about?
Ruth, she's making a debut on TV.
Don't be stupid, Hilary. Have you any idea what it takes to get invited onto television? They're hardly going to ask her.
But they have. She's the legal eagle on daytime TV. I'm sure I mentioned it to you.
Daytime TV? Oh, entertainment Valium for frustrated housewives. For a moment I thought you meant she was doing something serious.
Oh, I don't know. Any old hack barrister seems to be able to get onto programmes like Panorama and Newsnight, but to get onto the phone-ins on Matthew and Trudy, that shows really broad appeal. Come on, it'll be starting any minute.
Don't you see, Hilary? It's quick fix, instant solutions. People ring in with what are very real, very complex legal problems, and they get an answer in 30 seconds. It's appalling. How can you charge people proper money for that sort of advice?
The advice is free.
What?
Free legal advice.
Yes, I understand each of the words. It's just the sense.
Well, I think it helps people.
Come on, if you're so obsessed with it, let's go and watch. At least I'll know what to expect when the complaints come in.
It's quite a serious programme, John. Once you get into it, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
So, let's have a look at what's coming up on today's Have a Very Nice Morning. In just a moment, we take your course to Have's legal eagle, Barrister Ruth Quirke.
Let's do the rundown.
At 10:10, we've got the one the girls have been waiting for. Yep, 10 past is the time for Have's exclusive in-depth interview with the original former take-thatter, Robbie Williams.
He is gorgeous, isn't he? Even the mums like me think he's a smasher.
That's life, love and longing inside the very private and sensationally frank world of Robbie Williams, exclusive and in-depth at 10:10.
And at 12 minutes past, it's carrier. What type of carrier bag is your bag? Is paper preferred or is plastic fantastic? Wolf from the Gladiators joins us to give his views on the ideal shopping receptacle.
Some real fireworks there, I can promise you.
At 15:15, it's
Gobstoppers. Have's sneaky chef, the Reverend Baltimore Chamberlain, makes a brave and welcome return to talk about food after plastic surgery.
The smell's been driving me mad all morning. All I know is that jelly's involved somewhere.
I thought you said this was serious, Hilary.
It is. Have you seen Anne and Nick? Look, it's Ruth.
Well, it's a very great pleasure for all of us on Have a Very Nice Morning to welcome Barrister Ruth Quirke to answer your legal questions. Welcome to Have a, Ruth. Or should I call you Your Honour?
That's for judges, Trudy. I'm just a simple barrister. Ruth's fine.
Well, there's a serious point to what Trudy's saying, isn't there? I mean, it really does seem to a layperson that with the law, there are some things that are legal and quite a lot that could be called illegal. It's a bit of a minefield, particularly for women.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
I don't want to elaborate, because obviously it's a very personal thing. But it's nice to hear another side to the debate, isn't it, Trudy?
Yes. Let's go to our first caller, Sylvie in Nottingham. Sylvie, you're through to Ruth.
Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Sylvie. What's the problem?
It's my boss. I thought it was a laugh at the beginning, but he started brushing up against me and everything, and I've got this feeling that one day he's going to grab me.
Sylvie, love, calm down. This is an increasingly common problem for women in the workplace. The advice I'm going to give you holds good for vast numbers of women who haven't been able to come forward as you have. Sylvie, harassment amounting to assault is both a crime and a civil wrong. Isn't it, Trudy?
Oh, sorry, I was distracted. The smell of that jelly is absolutely gorgeous. You think Cynthia's wrong, do you?
Is there perhaps a sense in which Sylvie's boss is in fact the real victim here, Ruth?
What did I tell you, Hilary? A complex legal problem which receives no considered advice at all. It's outrageous.
If he grabs you, he's assaulting you, Sylvie. You're entitled to use reasonable force to defend yourself.
For goodness sake, girl, reasonable force has to be explained by reference to proper legal authority.
One of the leading cases on reasonable force in the workplace is the Crown against Lemming.
Ah, you see, she is explaining it by reference to authority.
Lemming, didn't you defend that case, John?
Yes, I did. Court of Appeal.
Defence counsel in that case argued that the defence of reasonable force doesn't apply in the employer-employee relationship.
It was regarded as a rather daring argument at the time.
But Lord Justice Fraser dismissed the suggestion as implausible, legally and morally bankrupt, and inexplicable in human logic.
All right. Fraser wasn't entirely persuaded, but what can you expect? He's from Scotland.
In other words, Sylvie, don't worry about defending yourself with whatever force is reasonable.
So I could, just shove him away?
Well, yeah, but do you knit?
Not really. I've always thought it was a bit glamorous for me.
Take it up. A knitting needle to the dangly sweet spot does tend to make a point. We simply can't allow men to get away with the kind of behaviour you've been subjected to. Know you've got a remedy under the common law, women, and don't be afraid to use it.
Unbelievable.
Yes, she was great, wasn't she?
Great? Oh, yes. These chambers are really going to catch the Lord Chancellor's eye by going on television and declaring open season on the male testes. As soon as she gets back, tell her I want to see her in my room.
Ruth, there you are. That was sensational.
Oh, did you think it went okay? I wasn't so sure.
I've just been down to the telephone room. The switchboard was on fire. We haven't had as many calls since Trudy started hormone replacement therapy. I hope I didn't pitch it at too high a level intellectually. I always try not to, but it's surprisingly difficult.
I don't think it was a problem. Is Trudy around? I'd like to say goodbye.
She's finishing the sneaky recipe. It's written into her contract. But actually, I did think of one thing before you go.
Sure.
It's really funny the way thoughts come up, isn't it? Have you ever thought about it? Thoughts? Where do we get them, huh? It's an interesting angle. Could make a good phone-in.
I'm a bit pressed for time now, Matthew.
Yeah, of course, yes. It was just that, someone was talking about law, and I just thought, what would happen if you, a normal, not even famous person, were in a supermarket, wandering around, absent-mindedly, and you walked out forgetting to pay for an Old Spice body glow, skin tonic, and facial scrub set. I mean, would that technically count as a criminal offence?
Not since the repeal of the Cologne macho bad taste shoplifting and pilfering regulations of 1973.
Really?
No, I was joking. It's not an offence if there was no intention to steal. Has someone been charged?
Great. Oh, I mean, no, not at all. No one. I don't even use the skin tonic. Look, Ruth, like many thinking men, I'd like to learn from all our contributors. If it's okay with you, I'd really like to run through a number of these hypothetical legal scenarios with you. Tax irregularities, fare dodging. I mean, is persistent adultery a basis for divorce? Interesting question.
I'm really busy at the moment, Matthew. Why don't you fix an appointment with McClark?
Yes, that would be really helpful for the programme.
Crime Watch UK production office.
Hello. This is a bit difficult. My name's John Fuller-Carp. Perhaps you've heard of me. I thought I might be the kind of person your programme's looking for.
Right. Could you tell me what you've done?
Certainly. On the criminal side, a couple of big frauds, false accounting, shoplifting, plenty of offences of violence, robberies, GBHs.
Nick, so we've got a live one. Get Jackie Hames to start tracing the call.
I'll have to admit that things have been a little quiet on the sexual side recently, but I have got an indecent exposure coming up.
Look, we're definitely interested.
Well, that's marvellous. What a relief.
It must be a great release having spoken about it.
As a matter of fact, yes. I mean, if somebody who's only been doing crime 5 minutes can get onto daytime TV, it's only right that someone with my experience should be featured on a discerning programme. I think there'd be popular interest in my contribution, don't you?
Oh, yes. I think if we could get you on, a lot of people's minds would be put at rest.
You tell me, would you be able to send a car for me?
Well, it'll be more of a van than a car. But there will be motorcycle outriders.
A van? That hardly seems an appropriate means of transport for a distinguished barrister.
Oh, you're another barrister.
Yes, and as I've said, I'm an authority on a broad range of legal matters.
Well, you'll have heard of the offence of wasting producers' time, then.
Eye contact. Keep the eye contact. And so, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is the defence submission which should be submitted, and which I submit, though not in a submissive way. Damn! 2 pitfalls in the submission.
Hi, Hill. Why have you got your robes on in chambers?
Ruth, you were brilliant.
Oh, come on, Hilary. I was normal.
Well, some people are great when they're normal, and you're one of them. I brought you in some cuttings from my asparagus fern, just to say well done. They're in that shoebox on your desk.
Oh, thanks, Hill.
They're not much, but they grow really nicely.
Ah, there you are, miss. These just arrived for you. 4 dozen long-stemmed champagne roses.
God, they're beautiful. Let me put them on my desk. Hilary, put that shoebox on the floor, will you? Aren't they great?
Hybrid albus. Yes, they look nice. They do tend to suffer from root mealybug and vine weevils.
I happen to know they're very difficult to come by at this time of year. Now, if you want sempervirens, that's your semi-evergreen climbing rose, 2 dozen assorted colours, no problem. I just mention it.
You won't have any problem with those ferns.
I wonder who they're from.
How does Vince know so much about buying such a wide range of things?
Buying? Half-inching, more like. Didn't you know he runs organised crime in Dagenham, and to give his life a bit of balance, he runs disorganised chambers here?
That's a joke, right?
Not really. Oh, they're from Matthew. I thought he'd taken a bit of a shine to me.
Matthew? But what about Trudy?
No, they're just from Matthew. I must thank him. He's coming down to Chambers to talk to me about a hypothetical adultery and divorce. It's always the same with blokes like that, isn't it?
What? You don't mean you'd like it to be a real divorce?
Well, at least that'd be a bit more honest, wouldn't it? Ooh, these smell wonderful.
Ruth, my room. Come.
I beg your pardon?
My room. Come on.
Are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine, thank you. I'm very well. Of course, I'd forgotten that I'm now dealing with the star of daytime broadcasting for the criminally inane.
Oh, I see. That's what this is all about. And there was me, prepared to give you the benefit of the insanity defence when you were just being plain rude.
That's what passes for wit on daytime telly, is it? Good God, I wonder anyone ever bothers to come into work. Well, I appreciate that plain English probably isn't sufficiently sexy for you. So let me start again. 2 minutes, Miss Quirke. Big production, 1-to-1 interview in the head of Chambers studio. You'll forgive me if I don't lay on any sneaky snacks. Ruth, come in.
What the hell do you think you're doing, talking to me like that in front of another member of Chambers?
I've tried really hard with you since you inveigled your way into these chambers, Ruth. I've been prepared to overlook your background, your education.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, I haven't done it to win your thanks. But I don't expect a barrister from what is still, thank goodness, an established set of chambers to throw everything I've done for her back in my face by appearing on this cheap Matthew and Trudy television thing.
Do you know what you are? You're a dinosaur. No, I take that back. A dinosaur knows he's extinct.
How dare you?
Look, I hate to be the person to tell you that the 19th century is over. I know they don't bother mentioning it at public school. But face it, John, the public think barristers are overpaid, pompous and stuck in some Dickensian time warp. It's important to show them we can be relevant and real.
Pompous? Me? With respect, I rather disagree. I think if you actually took the time to ask the average man in the street, he'd say, prima facie at least, that I was pretty much in touch with popular taste.
Oh, really? Well, I don't exactly see TV producers breaking their doors down to get you on the box. The public aren't interested in what the legal profession was like before Suez.
Oh, how bloody typical of your type. It just so happens I've had plenty of media offers. Did you know that Crime Watch wanted to send a whole fleet of vehicles to pick me up?
So why didn't you go then?
What? Oh, well, because unlike you, I want to choose a television appearance where dignity and relevance can peacefully coexist.
This is terribly kind of you, Vince. Are you sure you can spare the time?
No problem, sir.
Thanks. I mean, I just want to, limber up, make sure the old questioning technique is on song for the cameras.
I quite understand, sir.
Marvellous. If you just sit there, great. Right. And so, I put it to you that you are a dishonest, racist, sexist thug on the make. You're supposed to respond, Vince. I'm impugning your character.
Oh, sorry. I just thought you were checking who I was.
Jerry, Vince, am I interrupting something?
No, not at all. Vince and I were just chatting, weren't we? It's not as if I was cross-examining him, was it, Vince?
No. Yes. No. Oh, sorry, you're confusing me.
Just answer the question. Sorry.
What are you doing in your robes, Hilary?
Well, actually, I'm practicing my advocacy. The truth is, I'm a bit nervous about the cameras.
What are you talking about, cameras?
The ones in court.
Don't be stupid, Hilary. They don't have cameras in court.
I know. I mean, they didn't, and they don't, but they have, for a bit. The Lord Chancellor set up a pilot scheme for televising trials. It's all totally random, but apparently one of mine has been chosen.
One of your trials is going to be televised?
Yes. The Crown Against Speed. That's a pretty elaborate defence. It could go on for weeks.
Yes. Would you mind if I borrowed Vincent for a moment? Perhaps you could question your desk. It's solid mahogany. It shouldn't break under cross-examination. What the hell's going on, Vincent? Am I the only person in these chambers without my own television series?
It was the Lord Chancellor's selection. I had no control over it, sir.
It is my case.
They selected it after you told me to return it to Mr. Tripping.
Well, get it back. Don't you realise what this could mean to me? You know what happened to the lawyers in the O.J. Simpson trial, and they weren't even English.
I can't do it, sir. Once a brief's returned, that's it. And Mr. Tripping's been practising really hard. I think it's just what his confidence needs.
Sod his confidence. You could sit Hilary on a Tomahawk missile. You'd still be about as terrifying in cross-examination as the Andrex puppy. I'm 50 times the advocate he is, and I've got popular appeal.
Well, you're certainly more experienced.
When I open my mouth, there's a magic, Vincent, a power. It's like having sex, only it's all oral.
That explains why I always fancy a cigarette after I've had a chat with you. With all that power, I suggest you talk to Mr. Tripping, sir.
Hilary, are you free for a word?
You're a duplicitous bigot, aren't you?
Oh, come on, let's not jump to conclusions. Let me explain first.
Sorry, John, I'm still practising.
Oh, right. Impressive. You know, Hilary, over the last few years, you've really developed as a barrister and indeed as a man.
Oh, thank you, John.
Well, when I think what you were like when you first started.
I used to chew my briefs regularly.
You were half a barrister then, now you're twice the man. That's why I feel I can talk to you on a matter of some delicacy. I've just had a very distressed Ruth Quirke in my room.
Oh, no. What's the matter with her?
Ruth's a very proud woman, Hilary. She's also a very fragile woman. But my worst fear for our colleague is that she might become a very bitter woman.
How could Ruth become a bitter woman?
I know all the signs, Hilary. Trust me, I'm married. Ruth turned to me with a problem, and in speaking to you in what I believe to be her and the Chamber's best interests, I hope I can trust you never to mention that we have spoken on the subject.
Absolutely.
She's worried, Hilary. In that charming, womanly, working-class way, she's terribly, terribly worried. She thinks that you appearing on court TV is somehow going to steal her thunder as the legal eagle.
But she's always encouraging me to be more confident. I thought doing this would really impress her.
It would, but don't you see it would impress her so much more if you didn't do it?
I've got to talk to her about this, John. I'm sure I can explain things to her.
In normal circumstances you might be able to, but can't you see these aren't normal circumstances?
What do you mean?
Well, the thing is, you see, and I really didn't want to mention this, but Ruth is clearly in love with you.
Loves in Ruth? Really?
Clearly.
When Deborah entered the convent, I said I'd give myself 6 years. But then I cheated and added another couple of years. Ruth's the first woman I felt, you know...
Oh, Hilary, how ignorant you are of your own power. Ruth feels that the relationship is at a very delicate stage, glorious, intoxicating, but very delicate. Your appearance on television so soon after her own could spoil all of that.
Right, I can see that.
I come to you in order to help two very dear and very fine colleagues. In spite of some not inconsiderable personal inconvenience, I am prepared to offer myself as your television replacement.
Oh, thank you, John. Thank you from both of us.
Please, Hilary, you're embarrassing me. But you do see how important it is that Ruth never learns of this discussion.
Of course. You've thought of everything.
Why don't you go and tell Vince to bring me the brief?
Yes, I'll do that immediately.
God, you're good. Court TV, you deserve your own network. Oh, Vince, I'm on court TV in an hour. My wig still isn't back from those cleaners yet. Are you sure they're any good?
Calm down, sir. They're very old and extremely obliging. Oh, and they're cheap.
Yeah, well, maybe the last time they kept it curled up in the shop for 3 weeks with a bowl of milk. I only got it back because I saw a notice they pinned to a tree in Lincoln's Inn. Stray Persian grey, obedient but undemonstrative.
Don't worry, I'll get onto them immediately, sir.
Yes, well, do. Who's that sitting in reception with all those flowers?
Oh, it's that bloke from the TV programme, Have a Very Good and Nice Happy Morning or something. Matthew Hoadley, he's come to see Miss Quirke. She's in con. She's not going to be finished for a good while. I told him, but he wanted to wait.
It's Matthew, isn't it?
Yes, Matthew Hoadley.
Very nice morning, yes, I know. Look, I share a room as a colleague with a certain person, and, well, I won't beat about the bush, but I mean... Everyone's got the right to live their own life. And I don't know what I'd do if I weren't married, but I'm not yet at all, and it might never happen. But you should know that there is someone else, and even if they've never spoken about it, it's at a very delicate stage at the moment, apparently. So I just hope that's clear.
I'm afraid I've got not the
Good. Well, I'm sorry I had to be so blunt.
Mr. Hoadley, John Fuller-Carp, head of chambers. I do apologise for my colleague. He's been under a lot of pressure.
Not at all, Mr. Fuller-Carp. Life makes people, but people make life.
Indeed. Actually, it's rather fortunate that you dropped in, Mr. Hoadley. You see, I have a rather lengthy television appearance in court, some scheme of the Lord Chancellor's. It's a mass audience, and you know any pointers from an old hand?
Cilla Black once said 2 words to me.
Could I ask what they were?
People really count.
Isn't that...
Come down from the mountain.
The mountain?
The intellectual mountain. You know, I find it almost impossible to come to terms with the idea that there may be people out there with less than half my intelligence.
Yes. It seems incredible, doesn't it?
Hit them in the heart. Think about it. I'm a person, you're a person, they're people. What have you got in common?
Being people?
Experience. Share yours with them. Bond. 8 million people helped get me through my vasectomy. If you want them to really love you, love them right back.
Yes, well, that's invaluable.
Mr. Fuller-Carp.
Your Honour.
The camera will follow you around the court. You don't need to follow it.
Sorry.
Gentlemen, the nation's eyes are upon this courtroom. I know that I can rely upon you to show not only that justice is done, but that it is done to the highest professional standards.
Mr. Fuller-Carp.
Shh, wait a minute. Your Honour, I hesitate to rise so early. I do so merely to endorse Your Honour's weighty and laudable words in which I have profound faith. For in what will be a lengthy trial, I believe there is justice in our hearts and in the hearts of those who watch.
Thank you, Mr. Fuller-Carp. Proceed, please.
Indeed, Your Honour. Rest assured, Mrs. Speed, I shall let no prosecution witness rest. Let no opportunity to address the jury on your behalf go begging in securing your acquittal from this monstrously trumped-up charge.
Yes, actually, there was one thing I wanted to say.
And you will be given the opportunity to do so in the witness box for hours, days, and I will be there at every step to assist.
Bernard Speed, you are charged that on the 12th day of January 1996, you did steal 50 video cassette recorders from Mason's Electrical Goods in Waltham Forest. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
What? Objection. Cut.
Are you objecting to your client's guilty plea, Mr. Fuller-Carp?
Your Honour, the stress engendered by the cameras, my client is clearly confused. Might I suggest a short adjournment or perhaps a commercial break whilst I take instructions?
The cameras will continue. You may take instructions quickly.
What are you doing? You just pleaded guilty. Apologise immediately and I'll be able to argue for a change of plea.
But I want to plead guilty.
What do you mean you can't? A guilty plea will be over in minutes. We've got 10 days of television scheduling to fill. And have you given this thorough consideration?
But I am guilty.
No, you're not. You feel guilty, that's all. We all feel guilty from time to time. I gave 2 buttons and a washer to the blind collection this year. A bit guilty at the time. It's natural, but that's not the same as committing a criminal offence.
But I did it, the theft. It was me. I want to come clean for once. I can't go on living a lie.
Why not? You're a criminal, aren't you? You're supposed to live a life. For goodness sake, you've got a list of convictions as long as my arm. It's not as if it's going to be a big change for you.
I just want to do what's right.
Oh, brilliant. What happened? Did you meet St. Paul on the road to Wormwood Scrubs?
Mr. Fuller-Carp!
What?
Mr. Fuller-Carp. You are rapidly becoming the least popular barrister in this courtroom. Do you wish to advance any mitigation?
Your Honour, yes. I am a person, you are a person, the defendant is a person. What do we have in common?
Are you quite all right?
2 words, Your Honour.
And they are?
Cilla Black, Your Honour.
Matthew, everyone's gone home. What are you doing here?
I needed to talk, to share experience.
Look, can't this wait? I'm really very busy.
We're both people, Ruth. You're a person, me too. Think about it.
I have. Matthew, I think you ought to go.
It's so rare, my line of work, to meet a woman who provides the intellectual as well as the physical experience. Surely that has to be shared.
Look, this is getting out of hand. For goodness sake, Matthew, you're married.
Not irrevocably. Oh, Ruth, let's scale the mountains of the intellect and the body.
You couldn't even get past the foothills. Now take your hands off me.
Leave her alone!
Oh! My face!
Hilary!
I'm sorry, but when someone harasses the person between whom and myself there is, at this stage, nothing spoken, nor would there be, unless by mutual consent, which would never be asked for unless it was forthcoming, well, then I can't just stand by and do nothing.
Hilary, I don't know what you're talking about, but thank God you're still here.
When a person with whom there is not an agreed or articulated arrangement or anything is working late, then it's only right to wait outside in case protection, if needed but never imposed, is required.
You assaulted me!
What's going on? Oh, Hoadley, share your experience and they'll love you. Well, surprise, surprise, the judge didn't seem all that interested in my eczema.
Get your hands off me!
You ruined it for me, you and that deviously honest criminal. Well, fine. You've won, Ruth. You can be the Chamber's media star lawyer, and good luck to you.
Oh, God! That's it, I'm going to the police. You can't just viciously assault me.
Oh, Matthew, I wouldn't say that was an assault. I'd say that was much more like the exercise of reasonable force. Oh, there it is again. You see, just reasonable enough to stop an harassing male pervert. If you don't think I'm right, let's ask these two independent witnesses.
Absolutely.
Very restrained, if I may say so.
So, you see, I think you'd have a job making it stand up in court. If you stay here much longer, you're going to have a job making it stand up ever. Oh, and by the way, that was the last expert advice you'll be getting from this legal eagle. I resign. Have a very nice evening.
Resigning was the only principal thing to do, Ruth. I take my hat off to you. You won't have to see this monstrous man again. I will personally see him off the Chamber's premises. Come on. Matthew, I hope you're not too shaken up.
Shaken up? After the way I've been treated?
Yes, things did get a little heated. I could only distance myself from the reprehensible behaviour of my colleagues. And, look, I know it's early days yet, but this legal eagle post, got anybody in mind?
You have been listening to Chambers, starring John Bird, James Fleet, Lesley Sharp and Jonathan Kydd, with Robert Duncan, Susie Brand and Jane Whittenshaw. Chambers is written by Clive Coleman and produced by Paul Schlesinger. We present Chambers by Clive Coleman, starring James Fleet, Lesley Sharp, John Bird and Jonathan Kydd.
Oh, hi, Ruth. How was your Saturday?
The selfish, stupid, sexist git.
Oh, what about Sunday?
The slimy, sanctimonious sod.
Well, it's always nice to start a new week.
It's over. Lothar and me. I mean, have I got bimbo tattooed to me forehead or something?
No. Come on, Ruth, you haven't got anything tattooed to your forehead. I mean, I'd have noticed sitting opposite you.
Ask me to advise in a matrimonial dispute and I've got the wisdom of Solomon. Let me loose in a bar full of German language students and I've got the self-control of Catherine the Great.
Maybe it's for the best. I mean, he did treat you rather badly.
Why is everyone always so against him?
Sorry? I was just thinking about that thing with your credit cards and the mortgage deeds.
Oh, you're right, Hill. He's a git. I'm just pissed off because I couldn't see it coming again. How was your weekend?
Oh, you know, relaxing. Well, quiet. I enjoy going to the cinema on my own. You can really concentrate on a film, you know. Even if you've seen it a few times before. It's not quite so much fun going out to eat on your own afterwards. But it's okay if you take a book.
Of course, the sex was great, but that's your 19-year-old.
Maybe you should consider someone nearer to you in age. I mean, not that you're old. You're very young for someone in their mid-30s.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Perhaps someone you know you haven't considered in that way before might be the kind of person to really value you on your terms without crowding you at all. Unless you wanted to be crowded, in which case they would crowd you, but in a sensitive way.
Maybe. I just don't think I could handle any involvement at the moment. I just want to be able to relate to men on a non-sexual basis for a while.
Right. Well, if there's anything I could do on that non-basis, just name it.
I'll take the high road and you take the low road and I'll be a QC before ye.
Sir.
Morning, Vincent.
You seem in very good spirits this morning, sir.
Yes, I suppose I am. Well, it's not every day that the Lord Chancellor presents you with Route 1 to QC-dom.
This isn't another one of those schemes, is it, sir?
Comparative justice, sharing the legal experience with America. Personally, I think Mackay the New is going a bit doolally, but I'm not going to look the big Scottish gift horse in the mouth.
How exactly is this going to affect Chambers, sir? We did discuss the importance of consultation at the last Chambers meeting.
Oh, yes, the Ruth Quirke democratic agenda. Vote, vote, and vote again to frustrate your head of Chambers.
No, I think she was just voicing the concern of a few people about the way decisions are made. I can't put my finger on anything specific, but surrendering the lease on the building and arranging the move did take some people by surprise.
That woman doesn't realise that a Chambers isn't a democracy. democracy, Vincent. It's much more complicated than that. It's a democracy wrapped inside an oligarchy within a dictatorship. And if the dictator becomes a QC, your 10% on fees looks rather fatter.
As I was saying, sir, idealism is all very well, but we live in the harsh world of commercial realities.
I'll tell Ruth and Hilary what's going on. This one's easy, Vincent. All we have to do is to act as host chambers to some American lawyer for a week. He's supposed to observe one of my cases, then he reports back to the Lord Chancellor. I get a ringing endorsement. It's almost like cheating.
How do you know what he'll say about you to the Lord Chancellor?
Vince, he's American. You know, the people with the white patent shoes and the Rupert Bear trousers. It's not exactly going to be difficult to impress him, is it?
They're not all totally naive.
Oh, for God's sake, Vincent, we're talking about a nation that thinks Fergie's classy. I'm hardly going to have a problem.
Morning, John.
Oh, Ruth, look, I'm afraid I haven't had a chance to consult you on this, not that it affects you personally, so I hope you won't feel the need to threaten proceedings as you did on the photocopier.
Put my name on the leasing agreement without asking me.
I think there were misunderstandings all round. You, me, the police, that handwriting expert you called in. I was genuinely trying to save everybody money.
Let's just try and forget it, shall we? But it would be nice to have a photocopier that photocopies.
Absolutely, I put Vince onto it. Now, because I'm determined to keep everyone informed of any decisions affecting Chambers, I thought I ought to tell you that I've arranged for an American lawyer to spend a little time here. Before you start threatening writs, I just want to say I'm prepared to settle for a reasonable sum.
It's not necessary.
All right, then. You get unrestricted access to the clerk's room, full custody of the law reports, and 50 quid.
I think it's a good idea.
You do?
Yeah. Look, it's a difficult time for me at the moment. I don't want any confrontations.
So you'll be respectful and cooperative whilst he's here? I mean, I think it's important that he sees a harmonious chamber.
Yeah, look, I've got to get on. Vince, this is ridiculous. I thought you'd had the photocopier fixed.
They sent in someone this morning, miss. I'm sorry, things have been a bit hectic, what with this American arriving. Thurman Berkeley Jr. Sounds more like a school than a lawyer.
You're joking, Vince. Thurman Berkeley.
Do you know him, miss?
Know him? He's one of the most successful black lawyers in America. He did the O.K. Stimson case. He was on court TV every day for a year.
He's due any time now.
What's he doing? Coming here, seeing how the other half litigate.
Vincent, everything ready?
I think so, sir. Still waiting for them to service the photocopier.
Yes, I thought I'd take him for lunch at Lincoln's Inn. It's a bore for me, but show an American a building over 50 years old and you have to spend the rest of the day stopping them saying, gee. I'll go and wait in reception.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's in the corner.
I'm sorry, fella.
The photocopier, in the corner.
Yeah, so it is.
Well, go on, fix it. We've got people arriving any minute.
My name's Thurman Berkeley Jr.
Thurman, indeed. John Fuller-Carp, delighted to meet you. Forgive me, I was expecting someone...
White.
Well, whiter. No, what a delight.
I take it you don't have any black members of Chambers?
Well, not as such, no. We have recently taken on a woman, though, and that's proved terrible.
Yeah. I had no idea I'd find such an enlightened attitude here.
We're pretty good this side of the pond. Oh, yes, there are a number of black barristers at the bar in the basement of this very building. There's a set full of them. They seem like an awfully jolly set of characters.
I think we're going to have a real interesting time together, Fuller-Carp.
Marvellous. Actually, it's a really interesting time. Would it be helpful if I corrected any grammatical errors whilst you're here? It could help you make quite an impression on the guys when you get back home.
Hi, John. How's it all going?
I'm playing him like a violin. He's made a couple of faux pas, but I pretty much ignore them.
Good. What have you got laid on for him tonight?
Tonight? What do you mean tonight?
Well, I just wondered if you were having him round for a meal or something.
Do you think I should be? I mean, do you think he's expecting it?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I can't. Bloody hell.
Why not?
Have you met my wife, Joy? She's in the Territorials. She has the infantry round on a Thursday. I can't ask him to eat out under canvas. You're going to have to entertain him.
Me? I don't mind chatting to him in chambers.
Oh, come on. A bit of feminine charm to oil the wheels.
I'm sorry, John. It's just not a good time for me at the moment.
Not a good time for you at the moment? Who do you think you are? Elizabeth Taylor? What do you mean?
Look, if you really want to know, I've just split up with my boyfriend.
Oh, but that's brilliant. I mean, brilliantly sad, of course. I'm sorry, but think, if your social life's floundering, pour all your energies into your career. Berkeley's going to be reporting to the Lord Chancellor about all of us. It's a big chance.
I really don't want to.
Look, it's not going to hurt your career to get mentioned in dispatches, and you'll be doing your colleagues a good service.
Oh, I don't know. If it was any other time...
Yes, well, it isn't any other time, is it? Look, I've never said this to you before, and it doesn't come easily, but please...
Oh, hello there. You must be Thurman.
Hi.
I love America. I cycled across it in 1983. It's very peaceful cycling by yourself. I still write to a friend out there. You may know him, Omi Crotchtangle. He works for the Samaritans in Kansas. He always says the T in Crotchtangle's silent, but I suppose he would, wouldn't he? Very unusual names, the Americans.
I didn't catch your name.
Hilary Tripping. Tell me, what have you got planned whilst you're over here?
If you want a mission statement, it's easy. I want to see British justice in action and make a difference. Hell, Hill, we got to ensure that justice is available to all.
Absolutely.
I'll be shadowing one of Fuller-Carp's cases before I advise the Lord Chancellor on my findings, and I've been asked to assist one particular British client whilst I'm here. I have been pleased to accept. Hilary, I want to make sure the British underdog gets a fair shake.
Hello, Forecourt Buildings.
Great. I saw you on television last year. I thought you were really excellent. I don't care what people say. I liked your ties.
One moment, please. Mr. Berkeley, telephone for you. She's called a couple of times. Would you like to take it in the clerk's room?
Thanks, Vince. Yeah, hi, this is Berkeley. That's outrageous. Tell them it's institutional prejudice and establishment infringement. Here's how we're going to play this, Dee Dee. The lump sum for your colonic irrigation is index-linked. No, come on, we stay fluid on it, but it's tied to the lease back option on the place in Windsor. We'll talk about it this evening. Yep, there's no question about it. Your title's non-negotiable. You're the queen of people's hearts, honey. Period.
And so, because the idiotic plumbers forgot to replace the ball cock mechanism in the cistern, the entire kitchen was flooded. Joyce Duck and Plum Tureen was unsalvageable. She's inconsolable, of course, but Ruth Quirke is absolutely insistent you have a meal at her place.
Oh, she really doesn't have to. I have a client meeting early tomorrow morning at a gymnasium. I really don't want to be late.
Nonsense, nonsense. She's terribly keen, and you'll get on famously. Ruth's tremendously radical. I think there's a place for that.
Well,
Excellent. I see you're looking at my wig. You don't have them in the States, do you?
I was just wondering why you guys still wore them.
Well, they do lend a certain dignity.
Since when did wearing a lump of horsehair on your head add dignity?
It's a little difficult to explain to someone from such a new country, but people over here set a great deal of store by tradition. That's what gives British justice its worldwide reputation.
I read that people only started wearing wigs during the plague to cover up pustules and pockmarks. Every other profession gave them up 200 years ago. In L.A., it kind of seemed out of date.
Yes, well, I'm sure a baseball cap worn the wrong way around would be much more modern, but it might not have quite the same gravitas. Have you had a chance to read the papers in Crown against Hunt?
Yes, I have. Tell me, how big a soccer player is Steve Hunt?
Well, I'm not much of a football fan myself, but apparently he's reasonably well known in the North.
He maintains that he was competing legitimately to head the ball when he accidentally broke his opponent's nose.
Indeed, an utterly plausible defence. Questionable only by virtue of the fact that the incident occurred in the player's tunnel before the game. And Hunt was caught on camera making 8 separate butting movements. It didn't help that he fled from the police in a taxi, attacked the driver, and bet £9,000 on himself not actually making it onto the field. Utterly hopeless, of course.
Believe me, John, I've defended footballers in much tougher situations. Why don't you let me draw up a defence strategy, and we can talk about it before the conference?
Well, of course, have a try, absolutely. I'd be more than happy to look at your draft.
Tell me, Vince, what is the main role of a barrister's clerk?
Oh, I'd be happy to explain, sir, give you a sense of the history. Well, essentially, the clerk is responsible for the management of the deduction of a percentage of the remuneration paid to the barrister.
No, I know you get 10% of the fees, but what's your job?
Oh, well, it's quite complex. It involves travel, some physical work, and executive distribution. You see, a brief will be delivered to the clerk's room. I will then pick up that brief, walk to the room of a given barrister, and give it to him.
Got it.
Forecourt Buildings, no, love, this is a set of barristers' chambers. There's no Mr. Carling here. No, don't start crying, love. Oh, it's Mr. Berkeley you want to speak to now. Well, you're in luck. He's standing right next to me. It's that woman again, sir.
Oh, thanks. Hi there. Calm down, honey. Calm down. At ease now. Of course custody is an issue. Yeah, she'll get both of them. I promise you, you'll get custody of both psychologists and full visiting access to the aromatherapist.
Vince, have you seen Mr. Berkeley?
On the phone.
Early evening's a little difficult for me. I have a prior engagement. Maybe I can see you later. No, come on, honey, don't cry. No, honey, you mustn't get upset about all this. I promise. As you British say, it'll be a quickie. You know my style. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'll be hands-on. It'll be all over in no time at all. Quick bang, no miss. I'll come straight on to you. We can discuss the whole thing. Take a deep breath, honey. Trust me. I'm a lawyer.
Ruth, what's the matter?
Am I sending out the wrong signals, Hill? You think there's mutual respect between yourself and a fellow lawyer, and then you find out that they're fixated on getting your knickers off.
God, I haven't left my diary in chambers recently.
I can't believe I actually invited Thurman Berkeley Jr. to me flat. I've just heard him on the phone talking to some woman about how he's going to give me a quickie bang. The arrogance. It's not even a second date. And then he's going on to see her.
Why did you invite him over in the first place?
I didn't want to. I was asked to entertain him to bail John out.
But you can't let him come round and be quick.
I know. I really don't want a scene. There's only one way out of all this. It's a bit crazy, but, well, it's the only thing that makes sense right now. I want you to be my lover.
Oh, Ruth, don't you see that's not crazy at all? It's brilliant.
Do you think so? I'm not sure it's going to work, but if you don't mind playing the part...
Look, tell me if I'm going overboard, but I'd like to go out and buy a ring.
Well, I don't know, maybe. If you can take it back when this is all over.
But don't you see, maybe it won't ever be over.
He's only here for a week, Hilary. I only really need you to turn up at the flat tonight, act like the jealous lover, you know, as if we're heavily involved. That ought to be an end to it.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I was being rather slow on the uptake.
Oh, come on, Hill. It should be a bit of a laugh.
You shouldn't trifle with the emotions of someone who may really care about you.
Thurman Berkeley hasn't got any emotions above his waist. If I tell him to sod off, he'll take it out on Chambers when he reports to the Lord Chancellor. We're pretty good friends to each other, Hill. I actually thought you might want to help.
Well, if you need me to, of course, I'll try. What time do you want me there?
Ah, Thurman, there you are. Mr. Hunt and his solicitor are in the conference room.
I've drawn up a case strategy.
Yes, your case strategy. I haven't really got time to look at it now, but if you think of anything in conference, why don't you chip in?
Thank you, John.
Mr. Hunt, how nice to see you again. May I introduce Mr. Thurman Berkeley Jr.? He's an American lawyer from America, and he'll be sitting in with us today.
Away, callers. Huzzer, man. I bought some cans. Let's get started.
Good God.
Away, it's only a belch, man. Could have been worse. I could have been French snogging you when I done it.
I've studied the papers with great care, and I very much regret to say it, I must advise you to plead guilty to the GBH charge.
GBH? What's that when it's wearing trousers? Great bloody headbutt. No, I'm not pleading guilty to that. I was provoked.
Yes, I know you say you thought you were being given a funny look. It's an interesting defence, but also, unfortunately, a pathetic one. And don't forget, the prosecution have indicated that if you plead guilty to violence, they'll drop the cocaine possession and take your two-legged lunge at the disabled supporter into consideration.
It's unbelievable. Some people just have not got a sense of humour like...
John, may I give a view?
Oh, yes, well, you can try, but I promise you won't get very far with his thought.
I studied the evidence in this case, and then I studied it again and again, and that's when it hit me, John. This case isn't about violence. It isn't about drugs or fraud. It isn't even about football.
Isn't it?
It's about race, John. We gotta play the race card.
Race? Do forgive him, Mr. Hunt. As I said, he is American. Thurman, with the greatest respect, the defendant happens to be white, as does the victim. Race simply isn't an issue.
Race is always an issue, John. You're making the same mistake the prosecution are gonna make. You're defining race by color. This man's from the North, right?
Aye.
That makes him a member of an oppressed minority. Come on, John. He virtually speaks a different language.
Oh, wait, man, that's nae fair, like.
But what about the physical evidence? The headbutting was caught on camera, and the blood on the victim's shirt perfectly matches Mr. Hunt's.
Obviously, the blood was planted by the racists. This is the clearest-cut racist conspiracy I've ever seen.
He's got a fair point, like.
The opponent's shirt was nylon, right? We put a team together of specialist nylons counsel, preferably one that does only 40% nylon. Anything else is too risky. We run a contamination argument. If that jersey even blinked at a piece of 30% polyviscose, we've got a reasonable doubt.
This is utterly incredible. I mean, aren't you forgetting one or two things here?
You mean the double?
What?
I'm not saying the offense was committed by an exact doubler, Mr. Hunt, who infiltrated the tunnel before the game, committed the attacks, and then left, but I am saying that it is possible. I mean, that's the way these unknown Colombia drug dealers operate.
This lager's unbelievable, like. It's all becoming totally clear now.
Sir, I've just had the listing office at Snaresbrook on the phone. You're due on tomorrow at 10:30, Court 9. Will Mr. Berkeley be going with you, sir?
Mr. Berkeley, you think he'd be grateful, Vince. He has the opportunity of seeing a rather skillful English barrister conduct a conference. Instead of being content to learn, he comes up with these ridiculous theories of the case.
I don't know, sir. Perhaps that's how he became the leading trial lawyer in America.
Leading trial lawyer? Don't be ridiculous, Vincent. Leading fiction writer, I could just about believe.
Well, sir, apparently he's done a couple of them really big court TV cases. Multi-millionaire won't accept a case for under $500,000.
$500,000?
He's got a fleet of Rolls Royces and a mansion in Beverly Hills. He never loses a case.
Never loses?
No, sir. He's just the best. They say that in court he has a mesmeric delivery that's part revivalist preacher, part rapper.
Really?
Look, John, maybe I was a little out of order in there. It's your case, and if you're more comfortable with a guilty plea, that's okay by me.
No. I was just saying to Vincent that I've been considering some of your very perceptive thinking on the Hun case, and upon mature consideration, I find myself rather more persuaded than I'd first thought.
Well, that's great. That's just the kind of interfacing the Lord Chancellor wants to see.
Is it indeed?
Thurman, you're early.
Yeah, a little. I'm afraid something's come up, and I really don't have a great deal of time, so I thought the sooner we get started...
Well, you better come in.
Nice place. It sure feels good getting away from chambers for a while. No disrespect, but your John Fuller-Carp is about as relaxed and informal as changing of the guard.
Well, that's the British for you. We're all completely uptight and inhibited. I'm one of the worst offenders. Must be a real turn-off for you Americans.
Oh, come on. You're nothing like Carp. I was going to tell him that Mafficking had been relieved, but I wasn't sure he'd be able to handle the shock.
Well, I'm not so modern myself, not really. As a matter of fact, I come from the very formal part of Bolton, you know, long drawn-out courtships, years of shy glances and chaperoning, before you're even allowed to hold hands.
I find that quite charming, but look, I'm sorry, can we get started? I haven't got much time and I'm ravenous.
Look, Thurman, there's a problem. There's something I haven't told you.
You're not hungry?
Not in that way, no. And the thing that I haven't told you is that I'm living with someone.
Great! Is he going to come and join us?
No, you don't understand, Thurman. He was due home 20 minutes ago and he's terrifying when he's angry. That'll be him.
Look, I've come round like you said, but I just can't do this.
Hilary, please. He's leaking testosterone all over my sofa. Darling, you're home. On your bike. You're very late. Come in.
Sorry I'm late. I got a bit lost following your instructions.
My instructions to get home quickly because we have a guest. You are forgetful. That's what I love about you. Have you met Thurman Berkeley, love?
Sure, we met in chambers. I had no idea you two were an item.
Oh, well, we're not really so much an item.
As a permanent fixture, 12 years now.
Ruth, where shall I put my bag?
Oh, darling, put it where you always put it, in the bedroom.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I'd give the spokes a quick clean in that cupboard before I took it into the bedroom, but it's not really big enough, so I don't think I will now.
Ruth, you should have told me about you and Hilary. Tell me, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet? Well, we were on opposite sides in a divorce case. I suppose it was seeing a marriage break down irretrievably that brought us together.
No kidding.
Oh, there you are, love. Why don't you get Thurman a drink from the drinks cabinet with the fluorescent pineapple just to the left of the stereo? The one you're always saying we should get rid of.
Oh, yes, that awful old piece of tat your mother brought us. Salt of the earth, Ruth's mum, but on questions of taste, utterly hopeless. We're always saying how utterly dreadful her Christmas presents are, aren't we, darling?
Well, you are, love. I think some of the things she got us have lots of character.
Bunch of eyesores, more like.
You never liked her, Hilary.
Hey, time out. A quick scotch in the rocks, and I really think I should be going. Hilary, I was just saying to Ruth that I love hearing how couples met.
Oh, right. Oh, it was great for us.
Yes, I was just...
No, darling, let me tell the story. You see, it was on this brilliant cycling holiday in Australia.
Ruth said you met during a divorce case.
Did she? I'm always getting divorce litigation confused with cycling in the southern hemisphere. I remember now, it was after the divorce case. One of the parties was from Austria, and that got us thinking, so we decided to go on holiday to Australia, and that's where we really met each other.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Say, that's a pretty picture of you, Ruth. How come in 12 years there aren't any picture of the two of you?
Oh, Hill's just a bit camera shy.
I can't stand this any longer. Ruth's lying, Thurman.
Hilary?
The truth is that I'm not in any of the photos because I've never felt worthy of this beautiful, funny, intelligent woman who fills this flat and my life with warmth and vivacity.
Hilary?
Is that the time? Look, it's been a lot of fun, but really, I'm out of here. And hey, it sounds to me like you two guys ought to be together.
Hilary, that was unbelievable. You were amazing.
Was I really?
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like we were really living together, especially that last bit. What a stroke of genius. I didn't know you were so good at all this. Look, thanks for helping out. I really appreciate it.
No, don't mention it. Ruth, I've got to go now.
Hilary, wait. I don't want you to go. Not quite yet, anyway. The bedroom.
Ruth, I don't know that.
You're not going anywhere, Hilary. Not without that bike. It'd take you hours to get home at this time of night.
Look, Thurman, I don't think I can go through with this. I mean, with the utmost respect, you people seem to have an affinity with this preaching style. I'm not sure it lends itself to the more precise approach of the English advocate.
John, be strong. Don't lose faith, John. Feel the power of your eloquence like a river.
Yes. How many Rolls Royces did you say you had?
9, and they're all black.
Right.
You don't need no compass. You don't need no map. Just close the case with a rhyming rap. In the baseball strangler case I hit the jury with, if the mitt don't fit, all 12 acquit. Gotta be thinking ahead, John.
To the appeal?
No, to the book deal. A good closing line like that provides a great title when you sell your story.
Right. But nothing rhymes with not guilty.
Hey, keep it terse. You fill the verse.
My wife is a very special person, Your Honour. Just as I believe that Your Honour's wife is a very special person too, Your Honour. I believe that Your Honour loves and respects her.
Mr. Fuller-Carp, will you stop referring to my wife? I've told you before I'm not married. Now, I take it that you don't have any questions for this witness.
Just a couple, Your Honour. Mr. Todd, have you ever made any comments that are in any way derogatory to the Northern English community, a given sector of the Northern English community, or to a member of the Northern English community?
I just put the kit out.
I put it to you that you're a racist. You planted a different shirt with the defendant's blood on it because you're prejudiced against members of the Northern English community.
You what? Mr. Fuller-Carp, please.
Permission to approach the bench, Your Honour.
Denied.
I'll rephrase the question, Your Honour. I suppose you'd say that you didn't see any Colombian drug dealers, did you, Mr. Todd?
No.
So you couldn't say definitely for certain in the negative that there weren't any Colombian drug dealers present who weren't there.
The bloke what does the kebabs, he's Greek or something.
And so, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, when you analyse it, when you take it apart, what does it all actually add up to? A repeated assault in which the attacker is caught on TV, a perfect blood and DNA match, an elaborate attempt to avoid arrest, and a few shady financial dealings. The conclusion is incontestable, it's irresistible, it adds up to racism. Mr. Todd had motive, opportunity, and with the assistance of the Colombian drug cartel, he had the financial muscle he needed. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have felt the planted shirt fabric. If it feels a bit quilty, he could be not guilty. God bless each and every one of you. You really don't think I went too far? I mean, accusing the match referee of being a member of a paramilitary organisation.
Hey, come on now. It was worth a shot. You did just about the hardest thing imaginable for a man of your background and geographical orientation. You placed yourself in the position of someone from the Northern English community. You submerged yourself in a cultural experience that is totally alien.
Indeed, but we did lose.
Of course we lost. Hunt was as guilty as hell. But you lit the touch paper today. From now on, peoples from every minority community, including Wales, can feel they've got a chance in the system.
Extraordinary. Yes, I suppose they can.
I'm going to tell the Lord Chancellor that the odds have moved from stacked to evens thanks to John Fuller-Carp.
Well, excellent. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, John, there you are. Have you seen Hilary? Oh, hello, Thurman. Are you off then?
Yes, Thurman is just about to leave us after a most enlightening visit.
Sorry I couldn't accommodate you the other evening. Never mind. I hope your second female of the night went with a bang.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, don't you? I suppose all that talk about a quickie was entirely innocent.
Shut up, you silly northern tart. You spoil everything. No offence to you, Thurman.
No, it was in reference to a quickie divorce case I'm advising on. My client wanted to be quick, no mess. That's why I had limited time with you. I was going on to a consultation.
Oh, and I suppose you're off to advise on it right now.
She just called again, sir. Wouldn't leave a proper name. And could you tell the taxi, Kensington, front entrance to the palace?
Apologise to him.
Oh, blimey, I'm really sorry, Thurman. I thought Look, me and Hilary making out we were lovers, the whole sham thing, we didn't mean to humiliate you.
Hey, not a problem. Actually, it looked pretty genuine to me.
No, it was just a silly misconceived show, I'm sorry. Hilary, where have you been?
Thinking and drinking, actually, at the same time, in fact, which isn't easy. Look, I want you to know, I want everyone to know, that the other night wasn't a game or a sham or a not real thing. I meant every word of it. It's been torture working with you every day when all I wanted to do was hold you in my arms and cradle you like a baby and cry hot tears of love and fill your life with my devotion.
Yep, I thought it was pretty real.
Brilliant, Hilary. Let me see you out, Thurman.
Oh, God, Hilary, what can I say? I've been such a fool. Sharing a room with you and I couldn't see what I had sitting opposite me. Look, I'm sorry.
No, don't be. I'm sorry I made a scene. I just felt I had to.
Hilary, can I say something I should have said a long time ago?
Oh, Ruth, please don't say anything before you've had time to think.
No, I want to. Hilary, you're the best friend in the world. If you ever need me to play the part of your girlfriend, you know, stop the parents asking awkward questions about why you're not married, please, just give me a shout.
You have been listening to Chambers, starring John Bird, James Fleet, Lesley Sharp, Jonathan Kydd and David Harewood. Chambers is written by Clive Coleman and produced by Paul Schlesinger.